What's up, everybody? Welcome to Hillside Live for our third and final day of racing here at MidAmerica Outdoors and for our whole 2023 season. This is it. It's a bittersweet day.
The final shebang.
The final one. So we have all of our classes running today except for youth. We did wrap them up yesterday. So we are going to start, I believe, with our RCV Axle UTV Cup class. Cup and Bouncers will both be running their third and fourth hills today. Everybody else is already on their fourth hill. So Stock and Vin and Bounty will be just running their fourth and final hill today.
All right.
Nobody's coming. Let's see. Who do we have coming up to the line? Maybe we're starting with Bounty instead of Cup.
Did he say production's going to have to keep up? We're like, we're on it, bro. We're rocking out. Again, like Reese said, this is our last and final day of racing in the 2023 season. It's been a good season. It's been a crazy season. We've seen all kinds of leader changes and position changes and DNFs from people we never thought we'd see DNFs from. So, again, our last race, we had one guy finish course 1 and course 2. Only one person completed both courses. So, I mean, it's
our
been
last race 2 weeks ago at Bikini Bottoms.
Yeah, it's been a crazy, crazy season. So, again, I think today is going to be anybody's day. We have course 3 and course 4 for the big bouncers, so I'm kind of excited to that. Clyde has tried to build in some time for recovery because he thinks it'll be a very interesting day as well.
You know, if Clyde is expecting it to be a lengthy day with some lengthy recovery, it's always kind of it's going to be entertaining.
It will be.
Let's just say that. One way or another, it's going to be entertaining. What's up, Bryant? And Donnie, we've got checking in. Hey, make sure, as always, that you guys are watching on the Rock Racing TV Facebook page, not the NRRS page or the YouTube channel. I mean, it is available in those places. But if you want us to be able to see your comments and answer your questions and interact with everybody, we always watch on the Rock Racing TV Facebook page. So come on over here if you're not already on that page so that we can hang out with everyone.
Yeah, it's going to be an awesome time. Again, we're going to have a long day of racing. And then tonight's our awards banquet, which we usually have lots of festivities at. Honoring happens.
Yeah,
so.
We try and make it special for the drivers and their families as we wrap up, finals every year. And we've got a nice dinner, lots of awards to give away. And not just our usual trophies either. We also do some fun ones, like we call it the Superlative Awards, like some little funny something that is personal to each driver. All right, it looks like Dustin Havens is our first one out there today, and he is running for Dan Carter's points this weekend.
Got to talk to Dan a little bit this week. Hang out. Got to talk to him a little bit last night while we were watching some of the short course racing and chat with him a little bit. He is one of our seasoned drivers. He races all 3, Stock, Cup, and the Bounty Series. Absolutely thrashes. He's even done it with 3 different cars before. So he's part of that Rock Life off-road racing team. So huge shout out to Dan Carter with Carter Racing. What's up, Ryan? Tuning in from the UK. What is up?
Wow. What time is it there, Ryan?
What's up, Johnny Smith? Again, we got our drone work this weekend. Delta Drone Works providing our drone coverage, as well as we have some drone pilots from MidAmerica out here helping us out yesterday and the day before. So that's super cool to see. We had some awesome crowd shots if you guys were tuning in the last couple days.
I see we've got, speaking of crowd shots, a great group of spectators up on the hill. I hope everyone is enjoying all the different kinds of racing they're getting to see out here at MidAmerica this weekend. This morning was all short course racing, and now, of course, we are throwing everything we've got at these hills. We have 5 different classes for the NRRA running right now. You just saw Dustin Havens collecting a few points for Dan Carter. He did not attempt the hill section, but he is also running 2 other classes on Dan's behalf, and I'm sure we'll see him putting that 4-seater up on the hills a little bit later today.
His son, Dustin Havens. We're good. Brentley Havens, his son Brentley Havens. Last night they were saying, hey, we should try the short course, and Brentley's like, let's do it. So they went and found a race suit. They're using race suit from somebody else. Mrs. Wills, Miss Gatlin Wills, her race suit is being worn by Brentley Havens this morning. Qualified 4th on the short course series. So
yeah, that was fun to watch.
Super awesome. And he has another race going on this afternoon. So I was saying, wouldn't that be crazy if your son podiums this weekend? How awesome would that be?
He was awfully close already. It was really fun to watch. They actually had him in the wrong class at first, so
Really?
we all watched him go out there, and we're like, something is not right. He's, getting lapped right now. This is not where he's supposed to be. So they figured it out and got him back in the correct class a little bit later. But he had a lot of support watching him, cheering him on. We're all yelling for him, out there from the awesome viewing spectator area that they have out here for the short course. So, yeah, awesome job, Brantley.
Yeah.
That was fun to watch.
Super cool. Again, it's neat to see our racers kind of branching out and doing other stuff and trying their hand again, which makes them an all-around better racer, and we always appreciate that, especially with our youth program. Yeah,
sometimes you don't know what is going to be your niche for racing until you try it. I mean, you don't know what if you like short course until you get the opportunity, or you might try and be like, that wasn't my favorite. I'm going to focus on hill killing instead, or
even
whatever.
If it's in a four-seater.
Even if. Especially if
it's in a four-seater. The Rancher 5000 out here doing work.
That's right.
Bale, racing on Saturday, baling hay on Sunday.
Run what you brung.
That
they say that for a reason.
It was. What's Carolyn? Tuning in from Perryville, Missouri, part of that Perryville Mafia crew. So we got a handful of guys here racing this weekend from Perryville.
I think that Dustin Havens was our A-plus student, and he was ready to go just now.
Yes.
And all the rest of those little slackers are probably still getting suited up down there.
And I also know I think he has to race back down to where Brentley's at.
Here we go.
So he has to race quickly and then race back to Brentley.
I'm sure he is eager to go watch Brentley's run.
Brentley can get up there and make a pass. And what's funny is we're talking about Dustin. He's tuning in the live feed. What's up, Mr. Havens?
Dustin, that was quick.
Yeah. He tuned in live feed like he was screeching his
All
buggy
right,
to a
Cash
halt.
LaCroix off the line now. Now we're getting things rolling. All right, so this is our RCV Axle UTV Cup class that we are starting with.
Cash was out on walking the course this morning, along with a lot of our other drivers.
We haven't seen Cash much around here at the NRRA this season, as he has been focusing on some short course racing, but he's absolutely no stranger to some hill killing out here with us. So glad to see him back out here. It's been fun to have him join in the fun with us again.
That water has to be cold.
I don't know. It might feel kind of good today.
Yeah, so today it's pretty warm
out here.
Again, a lot of that shelf rock, you need to keep your momentum going.
All right, what's Cash doing? All right, looks like Cash is backing off the hill.
Not sure if he had to stop at the top of the first hill. I'm not sure if something else was going wrong there or what was happening.
We've got Cody Kaysen pulling up into that race line starting gate right now. If you guys are just joining us, we are 2 drivers into the RCV Axle UTV Cup class, course number 3, in our first class of the day. We are here at MidAmerica Outdoors in Jay, Oklahoma, enjoying 3 awesome days of racing for our finals. Today is going to wrap up our whole 2023 season.
They are definitely making this course look easy. I think Cody is flying through there right now.
Cody was top 5, or he was in that 5th spot in both our Cup class and Bounty class coming into this weekend.
God bless you.
Thank you.
Again, that top lip right there, it's to the driver's side, it's really, really sunken in. So I think you're going to see a lot of drivers try to hug that passenger side. Again, big bouncers will be coming down that later today.
Now, if you guys have never been to a race in person, it is really hard to understand the difference in perspective, versus what you're seeing on camera right now. So that might look like something they should just be able to walk right up, but trust me, it's always steeper in person. The rock here at MidAmerica is a very loose, kind of gravelly shale type. You can see some of the ledges, sort of shelves there in the middle. And then it's got a lot of loose dirt you can see Cody's throwing up right now, too. So these guys are definitely having to work for it, even though they're making it look a little easy. They're just that good, huh, Matt?
Yes. It's incredible. Again, like I said, it's interesting to see that loose dirt mixed in with some of the rock. They'll hit a spot where it's lots of rock, and then they'll get to dirt, and then they'll go back in the rock again.
Cody coming through the foothills of the Mickey Thompson mountainside.
And airing it out through the finish line.
.138.610 for Cody Kaysen, our first time of the day. Shout out to Mr. Justin Hoback that you could see right in the middle of your screen there until we got, there we go, there he is. Justin is a huge help out here for us as far as safety checks, especially at the starting line, but also with a safety checklist that we have all the drivers go through and initial at each driver's meeting. And he also helps a whole lot with our youth class. His 2 kids race in it, and he's a big part of helping us get courses lined out, as well as taking all the kids through it ahead of time so that they know what they're going to be racing on. So definitely a shout out to Justin Hoback and his family for everything that they do for this sport and the series. We now have Casey Howell on the line. What's up, Clint Garrison? We got Jason, Merrill, Larry, Kurt. Thank you guys for joining us today.
I think we're checking to make sure our course is all clear, make sure all our cameras are on and in good working order. I think we had dust in one of them or something. Or a cable was loose.
Our equipment out here
it takes
as much of a beating as these vehicles do, just about.
It takes a lot of abuse.
Yeah, if you want some tried and true and tested tech, come see Taylor.
Yes.
He can make some recommendations for you.
We can tell you what lasts and what don't.
Cameras, timers.
Jack Porter tuning in. He had a great run this
weekend. Casey Howell was 4th in points for the RCV Cup class coming into the weekend. Scott, I do not know the final results for youth class as of yesterday yet. Or rather, our youth class that finished yesterday.
Again, you see a lot of the side-by-sides kind of slow up for that water. We've seen several bouncers, blaze through it and then have issues with, air breather or electronics. So you can see a lot of guys kind of checking up for that water. So in my opinion, it's kind of a smart thing to do, again, just being able to take a good look at it and see what's going on. Clay's down here checking, watching Casey's run. Turned his side-by-side sideways so he could see what the plan was.
Well, Clay's sitting pretty for the weekend right now. I don't think he has too much to worry about. Come on, Casey. Casey said he did have a broken A-arm after yesterday's run, or in the middle of it. He's able to get that fixed. You can see just how tall those ledges are that are in the middle of this hill right now. Those really eat up your momentum, and we were talking about the loose gravel and dirt that is on this hillside. That's a pretty tricky combination. But Casey is through the worst of it. He just has to get over those foothills now and onto the finish line.
Again, those foothills are no joke. I think you'll see bouncers kind of launching off of them.
A little rougher than you would think they would be.
They are. They're like a square, basically. They're like, 6 feet by 6 feet. There he goes. .885 for Mr. Casey Howe.
Not a bad run for Casey.
Not a bad. We got a Clay again pulled up the starting line now. Getting watch and hold back.
Casey with a 1:35 is our fastest time right now, and then we just have Cody Kaysen right behind him with a 1:38. We had 2 DNFs. Cash, I'm not sure if Cash broke something or what the details were of him backing off the hill.
He was driving by going that way, so I don't know if, it was still moving, so I'm not exactly sure what was going on.
And then we did have Dustin Havens get a couple points with an attempt at the course for Dan Carter. He didn't put the 4-seater up on the hill yet, but maybe we'll see that a little bit later.
Trying to keep it. They still have to use double duty for that this weekend. It's also kind of a part-time WT, so.
Clay Kaysen on the line now. Gonna say Clay's pretty much got the season in the bag. He came into the weekend with a lead of 126 points.
Wow.
And then he and that was Brandon Davis. It was 126 between him and Brandon Davis. So I think he's going to be sitting pretty good for the season. That doesn't mean he's going to slack up one bit, though, on Hill 3 right now. I have a few more drivers for the rest of the year to do our 2 truths and a lie with. I hope you guys have had some fun with that. You've hopefully seen them posted on our social pages with several drivers so far. I think we've done 4 or 5 in the last couple of months for you to get to know our drivers a little better, some little fun facts about them. And Clay is going to be one of those drivers, so y'all will have to be watching for that. Sometime probably in the next month. I've got a bunch of drivers to do between now and the end of the year. So,
which are always fun. Woo. Yeah. Working that corner there. Again, I think you're going to see some bouncer guys have that same issue. Coming down that hill, they're trying to push hard.
That was one spot where that loose, gravelly stuff can kind of work in your favor. Slide on down.
Wow.
Wow, 96.161. Squarely in the lead, Clay Kaysen. That's going to be hard to beat, but, we do have Nathan King that just pulled up to the line.
And he's definitely a guy that could do that. Again, Nathan's been pushing hard all season. Upgraded to a different chassis this last couple races. Stuck with the 01 wrap, which we like to see. A little Dukes of Hazzard.
This is only his second race in this chassis. It's, of course, got the same wrap and livery and all that, his General Lee theme. But this is the old rental buggy chassis that he just brought out to Bikini Bottoms a couple weeks ago for the first time. I'm going to go out on a limb and say the old chassis just needed to be gently retired.
Yes. Getting watching the side-by-sides head up this. It's kind of see where their points are going to be at. The big bouncers will be going down this later today.
Uh-oh. There you go. I had to back up and get a little bit of a go at it. You guys really can't tell real well on camera, but there's these, they're kind of like just giant holes on the way up that side of the hill. See if we can't point it out a little bit more next time. They're basically a buggy-sized hole. Where's everybody watching from on this lovely Saturday morning? Or rather afternoon at this point.
Yeah,
we normally
so,
race on mornings on a Saturday. Our scheduling's all over the place this weekend.
It is definitely messed up.
You guys have some beautiful sunny fall weather wherever you're watching from?
Jen making quick work of those little moguls there. .741.
It's the second place time right now. Looks like we've got DC Thompson sitting there on the line now.
What's up, James Cantrell?
Donnie from Southern Indiana, another beautiful day there. Kara from Brookville, nice weather, 66 here. All right, you guys are enjoying some nice stuff too.
Yeah.
DC Thompson. I told DC last night that I had a new career idea for him, and I think he should try out for the Nitro Circus team.
He would do just fine.
Either in their BMX, like really any of the stuff that they do.
Yeah, he would do just fine.
But a lot of you might not know that DC is apparently a really talented like BMX trick rider and racer, and used to do it I think in his teens, and I don't think he does anymore. But man, I've always lobbied for like a halftime show from DC out here.
I'm sure it'd be impressive. I've seen him start the short course at Rush Springs, and do the entire thing with a wheelie on a pit bike.
Oh, I'm not surprised at all.
I've seen him like wheelie downhill at Rush Springs too.
I think he's had some rough accidents over the years too.
Yeah.
I don't know if I sold him on my Nitro Circus idea.
Yeah. Can you see a lot of guys drift into that corner there?
Just for perspective's sake, you cannot walk up these hills upright. You're on all fours clawing your way up if you're trying to actually walk up them. You can see there just how tall that ledge is that DC's working on. Got to finesse this one a little bit.
Yeah. And again, these ledges are massive.
There it is.
DC taking those moguls. Launching through that finish line. .021. That little pause in the middle of the hill definitely costing him some time, but he still made it through the finish line. Peggy's watching from Christiana, Tennessee. Said beautiful here, just a little windy. That's my neck of the woods. Alston Tidwell on the line now. Alston wasn't able to run course 2 with us yesterday. No, yeah.
Glad to see he's back out here to try and wrap up the weekend.
Again, we had a lot of mechanical failures already this weekend. Locally, most people were able to get them going again.
Well, and we are racing twice as many hills, as many courses this weekend as a normal race event. So that's really a test, you know, for driver and machine. So you can kind of see him going up and over those craters that I mentioned were in the middle of that hill. It's a little hard to see through the trees and everything. There he is trying to climb out of one of them right now. They're kind of like these bowl-shaped.
Yes.
I guess a crater. I don't know what else to call it there.
Yeah. And there's like 3 or 4 in a row.
Yes.
Which, again, makes it extremely hard to get, good rhythm, good momentum. And then you also have to turn a little bit for a few of them. So, and one might be steeper on the left, then the next one's steeper on the right. So it's kind of a crazy course, but kind of fun.
They make it a little awkward for sure.
And then that first 3 feet or 4 feet that they drop in here is really sketchy.
I think he got a little turned around. Is that the right?
Yes.
Hill?
There
you go,
we appreciate this is a great time.
Come on, Alston.
This is a great time to advertise. We appreciate all of our course workers helping keep all of our buggies and bouncers going in the right direction.
Absolutely.
I know as a racer, I appreciate when somebody's waving at me and going, no, this way, this way. It happens sometimes when you're doing multiple hills up and down, especially when you have, like 10 different choices and you're going up and down all of them each week. Before the weekend's over,
And many of our drivers race in, say, like both a UTV class and the bouncer class, in multiple UTV classes. So you're running different courses. It's a lot to keep up with.
It is a lot to keep up with.
Got to do your homework for sure. Billy's in northern Michigan, 45 and rainy today. Ugh. I'll take our Oklahoma weather. Deborah in Greensboro, North Carolina, sunny and 68. That sounds pretty good. No, Taylor. Taylor is ready for some winter weather.
He said Blakey.
Does he have all 4 pulling?
Zach. Oh, my goodness. Yeah.
We really give him a microphone every week.
We do. We do.
Yeah, if we don't give Zach a mic, then he'll just bring his own.
Come on.
We've just learned to not fight it.
Get up there.
Good job, Alston. All right, it's all downhill from here, right, Matt?
Yes. Yes, it is. Yeah, he has a really sharp chassis.
I like that yellow shirt. When did we get those made?
I actually saw one a few years ago. Somebody was wearing one at Bikini Bottoms, and I was like, that's pretty dope.
Clyde's been holding out on us.
Yeah, really sweet Southern Rock Racing Series shirt. Yeah, we'll go hit it for merch. Come on.
All right. Alston's through that finish line.
Yeah, something might not have been pulling all the way there. 240.600 for Austin Tidwell.
Dustin says that Brantley's getting ready to take the green flag on the short course.
Heck yeah.
Good luck, Brantley. Jason says 45 here in southern Ohio, sitting in a deer stand.
That'd be perfect right now.
Tis the season for the
45 with a nice hoodie.
Nope. It's a little chilly. 55.
All right, 55.
Split 55. The difference. All right, Brandon Davis. We just have 2 drivers left for round 3 of our RCB Axle UTV Cup class. And then I believe we're going to be moving on to
Bounty Series.
Bounty.
Yeah. Cooper's over here patiently waiting. Well, he's definitely watching. Clyde's over there chatting with him. Saying, all right, Cooper, what are you going to do? I was talking to Brandon on the hill this morning, and I said, so what do you actually have to try in? And he said, well, in Bouncer, I have to at least attempt the course once. And then I'm done.
To solidify his
win for the season. He said for second place for the Bouncer, for the weekend, right now I think he's sitting in second. To stay at second, he has to come out and battle hard.
Yeah.
So it's kind of he wants to do well, but at the same time, don't get caught up and mess up his points for the season, but at the same time do well for the weekend. I believe Cup, side-by-side Cup, he is good. I think he just has to kind of come out, attempt the course, I think, once or twice. As long as he attempts the course twice, he's good there.
He came into this weekend second place in points right now for the Cup class behind Clay Kaysen. Clay had a pretty healthy lead on him, so that's not going to change. But, come on, Brandon.
And then I think
got to keep that second place spot.
And I think Stock. I think he was very heavy point wise on Stock, if I remember correctly. He wasn't really worried about this weekend today. He said today's going to be a pretty easy day, I think.
He's just out trail riding.
He really is. He's having a good time.
Is he trail riding like Timmy's version of a trail ride?
I don't know. That dude trail rides hard. I like how you put trail riding, but not like Timmy does.
Not like Timmy's version.
Timmy trail rides pretty hard.
Well, when your trail rig is, built like that, like all 100 shots.
Yes.
Change things up a little. 136.103 for Brandon Davis. Our fastest time on course 3 right now in the Cup class is Clay Kaysen with a 96. He is pretty far and away in the lead. It looks like our second place time is going to be Nathan King with a 110. And we've got Cooper Bentley on the line right now, going to wrap up round 3 for the RCB Axle UTV Cup class.
Cooper had kind of a rough start to the weekend, but his plan is to hammer down today. He's definitely going to try to get out there and definitely solidify his points for the season.
Well, we know for sure in the bouncer class, he said Justin Wills was getting a little too close for comfort.
Oh, yeah, they're way up there. I say, I think with Wade being out, Justin moved to 4th, and I believe he's only a handful of points behind 3rd. So Cooper and him were talking a little trash after we got the live feed yesterday.
Way.
And I think Cooper was talking more trash than Justin, which is funny because Justin likes to talk trash too. It was we were having a good time.
Billy, yes. Brandon is first in points overall for bouncer season points.
Yes.
Dustin's up here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Come on, Cooper. Let's get another finish under your belt. .949. That is a third place finish. Clay Kaysen had the fastest time with a 96, and then Nathan King with a 110. Cooper Bentley with a 118. Those are your top 3 for course 3 here in the RCB Axle UTV Cup class. I was going to say, I don't know what that means, Taylor. DC had a 141.021. We're going to move into our UTV Bounty class. Casey Howell is starting us off again. He was a late entry, so you might have noticed he has gone first for all of our UTV Bounty runs so far. We are going to go to a quick commercial, and then we'll be right back after that.
Rebirthed from the depths of Baja, Mickey Thompson Tires announces a new American mud terrain legend. The new Baja Legend MTZ. Silica reinforced T4 tread compound. Powerply 3-ply construction. Improved 4-pitch side biters. Proven MTZ tread styling for undisputed traction. 35 different sizes, and one is just waiting for your rig. The Baja Legend MTZ.
The Mickey Thompson Premium Mud Terrain is on the road and full of undisputed attitude. The Baja Boss MT. No compromises, ever. We are purpose-built tires for truck and Jeep enthusiasts everywhere. All mud tires are not created equal, and here's the proof. Powerply XD construction, asymmetrical tread design, extreme side biters, and more. Find your tire size today at MickeyThompsonTires.com.
What you want? No matter where your ride takes you. Whether it's a quick trip or a slow climb. When you choose RCV Performance Axles, you're guaranteed to finish every time.
And we're back. Again, we have a UTV stock class sitting on the line there. Or, I'm sorry, UTV Bounty. UTV Bounty sitting there. Again, this is going to be the same course as the Rock Bouncers. So this will start course number 3 and the second to last course of the 2023 season. Again, this race is brought to you by Mickey Thompson. We appreciate them and all they do for the rock bouncing sport as well as off-road racing in general. I know they do a lot with on-road cars as well as the Baja 1000. So, again, check them out for all your off-road racing tire needs. We have a pretty incredible course that you're going to need some really good tires to get up this hill with.
That's right.
Again, we got making sure our course is ready to go.
Oh, I answered Billy already.
All right, I think we got courses clear. Clock is hot. We got like a pit bike mafia over here. Over here next to there's like a 6-pack of them.
They look like they're ready for their own race.
They do. Justin Holback must have just moved to the shade for the first time today. He goes, man, it feels a lot better in the shade over here.
Yeah, it's a little toasty out here this weekend. We're glad to not be getting rained on or anything else, though.
That is true. It's not freezing cold. We're not shivering up in here. I've been here.
It was raining last year at finals.
I've been here when it was snowing and we were doing broadcasting in the snow.
Whew.
Yes,
That's chilly when you just got to sit
there was
for a while and you're not moving around.
Yeah, it was like 3 inches of snow on the ground and it was freezing.
No, thank you.
I had every layer of everything I have wore that weekend.
Hard pass.
Yeah.
All right, Casey Howell. Casey Howell came into the weekend first in points in our UTV Bounty class. Cooper Bentley was right behind him in points. And old Cooper's had a little bit of a rough weekend.
Okay. All right.
Come on, Casey. Hold it together.
Here we go. A lot of side-by-side. They're still taking that long left side.
Sometimes the fastest way is not always the shortest.
That's true. That's true. Again, there's a big ledge on that more the right side there, so I think we're going to see some of the side-by-sides take the that far left side, where I think we'll see more bouncers take the far right side. Again, this is a long, steep ledge right here. So even with your tires screeching down, locked up, you'll
It's
still
like throwing basketball-sized rocks down the hill.
Yeah, you will still come down.
Yeah, it's not coming down. That's the problem.
Yeah. That's coming down on your wheels. That's what you want to make sure.
Daniel Heckley knows a little something about that.
Again, they still have to go over this gauntlet of hills here at the bottom, which are going to slow them way down.
Yeah, it's not exactly a straight shot to the finish. Not a bad run from Casey Howell. .136.258. Knox says hello from over the hill. Knox, where are you?
Yeah, what's up, Knox?
Where is Knox?
So he's like around the corner.
Taylor said, get to work, Knox. His words, not mine. I think you should just do what you want to do, Knox. Nathan King, here we go.
It would be really cool to have Nathan hit his horn as he's flying over the ledge.
I don't think he has it anymore. I haven't heard it from him in a long time. Maybe I can fill in with some sound effects for him. I gotta pick the prime moment though.
Yeah. Just get a button for the table.
Yeah, that's what we need.
Again, coming right out, going right back in. Again, taking that time, coming down the hill, being smooth. Again, that last 80 feet there is just straight down.
You know what? After he raced with no brakes at Bikini Bottom,
that's true.
I'm sure this is easy peasy. That was a whole different kind of coming down the hill.
Oh, yeah.
All right, he just got to get through the foothills.
I love it. 108.034 for Nathan King. We got Austin Tidwell on the line.
Taylor, no texting and computer operating. I'm telling you, no texting. Taylor's letting the power go to his head.
Yeah.
Austin Tidwell on the course. Taylor, if you were that good.
Breeze up here throwing. Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, I brought you brownies.
Yeah, I know. She did the same thing to me.
Safe.
Oh, she's like, you brought brownies? I'm like, okay, all right, okay.
Said, hey, Matt, can we go turn the lights on? And he was like, he wasn't gonna. And then I said, go look in that blue Tupperware over there.
I didn't even have to look. I knew.
He jumped too after that.
Did. again, that first ledge there doesn't look bad, but it's about an 80-degree angle, and it's 20 feet straight up probably.
I really hate the way the camera does that on behalf of the racers.
Yes.
You know, like it just does not show up on camera. You guys are just going to have to take our words for it.
It really doesn't. It doesn't do any justice.
You can't see me nodding behind the screen. Thank you. Oh, man. The same spot he had trouble with last time, it looks like, or very close to it, but this time he's able to keep on moving.
Again, watching the side-by-sides go up there, I'm starting to get nervous thinking, I just don't want to get lost. I just because there's so many
Matt,
uphill.
Are you going up on the hill today?
I think so.
You better get your butt up there.
I did change my oil pan this morning. I had to go get. I got to get a pan gasket and some other
I thought
stuff.
it was a ring and pinion.
Oh. I'm not course 3. It doesn't look that bad. Course 4 might cause some problems, but we'll see.
Look, if these guys can do it, you can do it, Matt.
That's what I'm saying.
Our UTV Bounty class, as always, runs the same exact course as our Bouncer class. It's really just another way to challenge our UTV drivers. You know, we've got our stock class, the Cup class, and then a step above that even is the UTV Bounty class. 141.472 for Alston Tidwell. I see Miss Madison King on the line. Knox, there is currently a brownie for you in the Tupperware. Whether or not it will still be there later, I cannot promise.
I got you, Knox.
What's up, Vince? Thanks for tuning in with us.
I like that Knox is giving commentary from the other side of the park while running a camera. He's like, I can multitask. Yeah.
We are about not quite halfway through our list of drivers for round 3 for the UTV Bounty class. We've got Madison King on the line right now, and then it looks like Dustin Havens getting lined up behind her on Dan Carter's behalf. And then we've got Josh Krapinski, DC Thompson, Cooper Bentley, and Clint Strain still to go. Clock is hot.
We were talking in the media house last night how pink that buggy really is. Like, in sunlight.
It almost has a little bit of a glow.
It does. In sunlight, you cannot even understand how pink that buggy is. What's up, Papa Poe? Part of our Ultra 4 crew tuning in today. You can see a lot of the side-by-sides kind of hooking that corner. Me and Jay were down there talking this morning, and he said, I would like to kind of hook that same corner like the side-by-sides are doing. He said, but Showstopper 2.0 like has a lot of body roll. He said,
It does.
He said, I am not.
I don't know if that would work very well.
He said, I don't know how that's playing. He said, I might just try to shoot it straight up. Come up, mat it.
Old Showstoppers, it seems a little too top-heavy.
It does.
For that
Madison
strategy.
Flying downhill. Wow. I was watching the top.
I just saw our dad running down there. I'm like, uh-oh.
Her brother sitting on the pit bike ready to go just in case anything happens.
I see her dad, excuse me, Isaac, with the Madison with his headset on. I'm sure he's feeding her some encouragement in there through the radio. I wonder what that conversation sounds like. Is it like a, go faster, faster?
Yeah,
the
I'm
pedal
sure.
on the right.
I have no doubt.
You know? Or just like, Madison, chill.
Yeah.
Just keep going. What do you guys think?
Yeah, Madison was sending it pretty much all season.
What's up, Dallas? .293 for Madison. She is second place time behind her brother Nathan King right now. Nathan had a 108, Madison with a 119, Casey with a 136, and Alston with a 141. Dustin Havens now on the line running for Dan Carter's points. Madison came into the weekend in fourth place spot overall for points behind Josh Krapinski, Cooper Bentley, and Casey Howell. I believe this is just going to be another attempt from Dustin Havens.
Yeah, this would be a pretty gnarly course in that four-seater.
We did see him hit the hill yesterday and finish,
yeah, he did.
Finish the course in the
Although
four-seater.
he is sending it right now off that big jump.
I'd do a little something out
Yeah.
there, you know.
Again, Brentley might be getting ready to make another pass, so he might have to fly back over the
Hurry
short
up.
course.
Clint Strain on the line now. We've had Clint race with us a handful of times this year. Let's see, he was at Missouri, I believe, Rush Springs Ranch.
Okay.
What was the other one? I am drawing a blank right now. He must live out west here. I think he's been in our western races. Oh, man, maybe it'll come to me in a little bit.
Again, you can see he approached more of that. Kind of started off on that far right side, but kind of carried to the more of the middle. I think you're going to see a lot of bouncers just try to shoot that middle this afternoon. Again, we're only a few side-by-sides away from firing up the big bouncers.
We were all hanging out last night. We talk a lot about the camaraderie and fellowship, you know, among everybody in this sport, and there was a lot of fellowship
Yes.
going on last
Yes.
night. We had the cornhole boards out, the pit bike shenanigans.
Oh, yeah.
The music going. We didn't have any karaoke last night, though. They hit the karaoke too hard on Thursday night.
the first night.
They wore themselves out on it. But I think Clint was ready to throw down on some cornhole.
Yeah.
But I think we had to shift the party over to a different campground at that point. So I don't know. Does he have a hidden cornhole talent?
Maybe.
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 Matt, what were you up to last night?
Went to dinner, then came back and kind of goofed around for a while.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
You didn't make it over to the primary party.
We drove over there for a little while.
Were you at a secondary party?
We were, yeah. We kind of hit a few
Okay.
after we went to Mexican. .135.897 for Mr. Clint Strain. Yeah.
It's part of our job description, Taylor.
Yeah. Party, yeah. Here goes Cooper Bentley, and again, Cooper has had a kind of a rough weekend. Obviously, he's here to kind of make a statement today.
That's the plan.
Again, Cooper's a guy who's no stranger to being on that box.
He was second in points coming into the weekend for the bounty class.
We've seen him at all positions on the podium this season. They're also taking that far, far left line, I think, because as soon as you pop out, you have to make a giant sweeping right-hand turn. So the farther you come out left, the easier that turn makes. Easier it makes that turn. Come on, oh no! Go, baby, go!
Uh-oh.
Again, there's a little bit of dirt there, but that is just like really slick shelf rock underneath it. Come on, Cooper.
Come on, Cooper. There you go.
Cooper now is obviously in this nice smooth section of his a gauntlet of very rough hills. Again, you can see drivers slowing down for those because they are so brutal.
It looks like it should be up and over nice and
Yes.
easy, but a little more to it. 130.348 for Cooper Bentley. Nathan King is still in the lead with a 108, followed by Madison King with a 119. And now Cooper Bentley with a 130. DC Thompson on the line.
Again, DC is no stranger to our wilding out. He is definitely a wild man. Definitely does a great job sending it. Always puts on a heck of a show. There we go, airing it out.
Nice. Man, it's looking pretty good so far. We'll see how he handles this second uphill section. It's been given a little bit of trouble with some of the drivers. Oh, man.
We've seen several drivers now get hung up there. Again, there's a pretty good lip going up to it, but the problem is you actually leave the ground.
Come on, DC. There it is. You know, and since they're coming down the hill and making such a tight turn straight back up the hill, they really are not coming into it with any momentum or much speed. Ooh, easy there, DC.
There's several massive ledges coming down that right there. And there's one right before the last big drop-off, so you almost have to, like, stop, check up, but there's not enough really room to check up before you head down that last one. And then, again, as soon as you get to the bottom, you have to make a very sharp right-hand turn. On a side-by-side, it's light enough you can sling it around. However, you'll see some of the bouncers use the rear steer. I think you'll see a few guys pull in, back up, and kind of three-point turn it there.
$139.964 for DC Thompson. Josh Kropinski on the line now, and he is going to wrap up course 3 for the UTV Bounty class. Josh came into the weekend third in points, and that might have changed by now. I don't know, because he and Cooper were only 6 points apart. coming into the weekend. And I know I can't remember what Cooper's run was like for round 1 and 2 for Bounty. When you have 6 classes and you're on your course 3 and 4, it starts to run together. After
Josh
a while.
has been laying it down this weekend.
Josh he didn't even race the full season with us and was still able to get to that 3rd place spot in points coming into this weekend. So, yeah, he's definitely been hitting it hard this season. I chatted with his dad for a while yesterday and found out that Josh, it must be a heck of a baseball player.
Yeah.
And football player, but he played baseball in college in Tennessee. We got talking on that because near where I live.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Again, you can see right there that far right-hand side of Mudfield. This is our last UTV before we head into the bouncers for Course 3 of our National Rock Racing Association Finals. Brought to you by Mickey Thompson.
This is a Dano's Cages chassis buggy that Josh spent a lot of time trail riding first before racing, so I'm sure that's some good. It's always valuable seat time anytime you can be in the buggy. Definitely tell he's pretty comfortable with it out here once he did decide to start getting into the racing side of things. Finding his line, he worked his way to the top. It's all downhill from here.
Woo! Out the finish line he goes. 1:32.147 for Josh Krupinski. And I was kind of giggling during Josh's run. I look over, Cooper's pulling the line. I'm like, he literally just must have hopped out of a side-by-side, ran over, hopped to the bouncer, and pulled to the starting line.
Here's your leaderboard for Course 3 for the UTV Bounty class. Nathan King took that one with a 108, then Madison with a 119, Cooper Bentley with a 130, then we had Josh, Clint, Casey, DC, and Alston Tidwell. We are going to move on to the Brannick Motorsports Bouncer class. Right after this.
The Mickey Thompson Premium Mud Terrain is on the road and full of undisputed attitude. The Baja Boss MT. No compromises, ever. We are purpose-built tires for truck and Jeep enthusiasts everywhere. All mud tires are not created equal, and here's the proof. Powerply XD construction, asymmetrical tread design, extreme side biters, and more. Find your tire size today at MickeyThompsonTires.com.
All right, we're back with Cooper Bentley on the line. Again, he must have literally jumped out of his side-by-side, ran over, jumped the bouncer, and pulled the starting line. This is our third race of the National Rock Racing Association Finals, brought to you by Mickey Thompson.
With Wade Good having a DNF yesterday, I think that means that it's Justin Wheels that Cooper's got to worry about now.
Oh, yeah. And again, they were definitely talking some trash last night.
I think things would have to go really wrong for Cooper and really right for Justin in order for their positions to change. But hey, as we like to say, anything can happen in racing.
Really, anything can happen in racing. I mean, there's 100 points up for grab today. Speaking of tie, Justin Wills pulling the line here.
There's a good shot of how big the Mickey Thompson mountainside that we're racing on here is.
You can see him working to get over some of those ledges. Kind of bouncing off the sidewall there.
All right, Cooper. He's going to put our first time on the board for round 3 of the bouncer class today.
There we go. 1:11.931 for Cooper. That's our first time. What do you guys think our fastest time of the day is going to be? Again, trash-talking compadre Justin Wills is sitting in the starting gate. That race line starting gate right now. Again, he's definitely going to try to beat that. Again, they were talking about, does Justin have enough points? I think Justin's 21 points behind Taylor coming in today. So he would have to beat him by like 11 points in the first one, 11 points in the second one. Now he would beat him by
behind
1 point.
Cooper.
Yes. So there would be 11 points. If 21 points, so he has to get 22 points. So that'd be essentially 11 points per course. I mean, that has to Cooper would have to.
You got Taylor on the brain.
I have. Cooper would have to take pretty good tumble in the points to really have him knock him off. But Justin says, "Hey, I'm going to still come out, put on a show, have some fun."
He's toting that spare tire along and everything.
He is.
He wants to be able to send it on those tabletops. Oh, go baby, go!
Go baby, go!
Nice.
Again, you can see that buggy just thrashing through over those big ledges. And here that last big final drop.
Good thing he's got that spare tire on there.
Yes.
So Justin's reasoning for having that spare tire, he did come up and chat with us a little bit, but he said he wanted to be able to fly across these tabletops in the short course section, and having that tire on there is just a way to help with a little extra weight displacement, keep that rear end down so it's not donkey kicking.
And he is definitely flying through that downhill section again. This last set of moguls, I would say bunny hills, but they're much bigger than bunny hills. But they're like bouncer bunny hills.
Oh, what's going on?
They were saying he had something on fire.
It was out quick, whatever it was. I didn't even see it.
Again, to be that close.
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
The steering wheel's ejected.
Dang it.
That close to the finish line.
Literally.
He needs to pull that spare tire off and just sit on it and
Yes.
roll across the finish line. That would count, right?
I would give him credit.
Is that close enough? Oh, man.
They were saying it was his exhaust blowing down. His exhaust is comes up to the center of the front of the motor and dumps straight down. However, he clearly has some type of issue. I'm not exactly sure what it is.
Oh yeah, it wasn't the little exhaust belching some fire that caused the problem.
Man.
Shout out to Mr. Keith, the tool man, down there in his trusty recovery rig. He is always here when we need him. So we can't give enough of a thank you to Mr. Keith. And the rest of our recovery crew, our staff and volunteers as well. Everybody that grabs that yellow vest and heads out on the hill. We appreciate that. You know, recovery is not fun, but it is a necessary part of what we do out here. There's really no way around it. So we've got some awesome people on the job. We appreciate every one of them.
I see Mr. Brentley Havens over here.
Why don't we see if we can snag Brantley and have him come up and talk about his...
Brantley! Yeah.
No, you can't do that. He's not Brantley without his cowboy hat.
Yeah.
Oh. He still brought it up here.
What's up, guys?
What's up, yo?
What's up, Brantley? We were bragging on you a little bit earlier and sharing with everybody about your start to your new short course career.
Yeah, we really didn't expect us to actually race it, but everybody was saying like we could go out there and practice with them and stuff.
Yeah, so yesterday they had the practice rounds for your class, and you were able to, you and Ava and Clara both did that. You were able to go out and run with them. So what happened from there?
And I got pretty good. Dad said I did pretty good in the practice, so he decided to sign me up because I got third in the practice.
And where did you start in practice?
I started like last or something like that.
Yeah,
there we go.
You were passing people. That's what I
That's
heard.
what's up.
And we made our way up to the race. And we didn't have a two-layer fire suit, so I used Gatlins, and we didn't have a full-face helmet, so I used Gatlins.
Hey, it comes in handy to have somebody to borrow some stuff from.
I used some of the King's rugged radio stuff because we didn't bring it because we didn't expect us to do that.
Right.
And we just had to race it with there, and then we just got done with our actual race, and then I don't know what we did on that yet, but we did pretty good.
Yeah, I think your dad said you were fourth in qualifying.
Yeah, we got fourth in qualifying.
And then you had to go race again. I was like, man, if you start fourth in qualifying, that's pretty awesome for being your first time on a short course.
Yeah, that is really awesome, though.
How did you feel about the race? I mean, was it fun? Did you feel like you were driving the way you wanted to?
Yeah,
or
it was really fun. On the practice, I kind of found my ways to go and stuff like that, and then I did pretty good. So.
Yeah.
Well, that's awesome, buddy. Do you think you're going to try some more of that in the future, maybe?
We have no idea yet. Yeah, we're not. We don't know about the future. We're just gonna cross that bridge when it comes.
That's right. Yeah. We'll see if it happens. Well, we're glad you had that opportunity this weekend. I'm sure you were representing very well out there. I was able to watch you this morning during your run, your first one. So you did a great job.
Thank you.
Yeah, I say your dad was racing here and then racing back over to talk to you, so it's kind of cool to kind of watch your dad race back and forth.
For you. A lot of people were. You got anything else you want to say real quick before we head to a commercial?
No. Really, no. No.
All right.
Well, I'll see y'all later.
See you later, buddy.
There you have it, guys. That was Brantley Havens, and we will be right back after this.
The Mickey Thompson Premium Mud Terrain is on the road and full of undisputed attitude. The Baja Boss MT. No compromises, ever. We are purpose-built tires for truck and Jeep enthusiasts everywhere. All mud tires are not created equal, and here's the proof. Powerfly XD construction, asymmetrical tread design, extreme side biters, and more. Find your tire size today at MickeyThompsonTires.com.
are back with our Brannick Motorsports bouncer class. We just heard from Mr. Brantley Havens a little bit about his foray into some short course racing today. Sound like he had a lot of fun. I know he was doing a great job out there. That was Brantley from our youth class racing in the short course here at MidAmerica today. Right now we've got Daniel Bowman on the line, a member of the reclaimed racing team. We were representing them yesterday for our featured driver Fridays and wearing some of their shirts, their merch to recognize and support their race team. We want to continue to do that next season as well, so you guys might notice that you'll see Matt and I wearing some different driver merch on our featured driver Fridays. You'll have to stay tuned for that until next year, though, because I didn't come up with that idea until we were at Bikini Bottoms 2 weeks ago.
And I'm going to head and go get ready.
Matt, hit that hill, all right? Have fun. Do good. Don't suck. Daniel Bowman is piloting the TC-built buggy Tyrant. Right now, we've only got one time on the board for round 3 in the bouncer class, and that was from Cooper Bentley, a 1:11.
Woo! You look like Papa Wheelie. Oh, Daddy Dan.
Come on, Dan. Just back up and bump it just a little bit. Yeah, stay in it. Nice.
Go out over there. It's fine.
Cole Shirley after I'm assuming you mean drivers, not classes. Let's see here. We had Cooper and Justin run already. We've got Dan Bowman out there right now. Then we'll have Chris Grigg, Matt Holt, Jay Stortz, Nick Reich, Timmy, Colby Reich, Daniel, Brandon, and Clayton. 130.774 for Dan Bowman. Oh, we also have Richard Hodges as well. He will be at the end as he drew the number 13 spot and decided to go last. Chris Grigg on the starting line now. Chris Grigg had an unfortunate fire flare-up yesterday in the middle of his run, but the good thing about it was his onboard suppression system put it out so quickly. It was really cool to see it work that fast and that efficiently. So definitely safety is a huge priority when we are out here. It is our top priority when we're doing things as extreme as we are. So those onboard fire suppression systems are a big part of that, and that is a new safety requirement that we've been integrating this season for our bouncer class. Chris got his recharged or replaced, I guess, last night, and he is back hitting this hill hard. We are on course 3 for the Brannick Motorsports bouncer class. Dallas, no, Cash is not running in the bouncer class with us this weekend. He is still recovering, I think, from a broken wrist or arm, and I'm gonna bet that handling a bouncer mostly one-handed was probably gonna be a little too much. Chris Grigg first started racing with us in a Jeep buggy. Oh man, I guess was that probably 2 seasons ago. We had him out here at finals here at MidAmerica year before last, so 2021. Definitely being in this wide open design buggy is a change of pace for Chris, but he's been getting that seat time and getting settled in. And anytime you have a new build, there's always lots of kinks to work out, and just bugs that flare up, and there's a little bit of a learning curve, with getting used to handling the vehicle. So Chris has been taking it like a champ. Prudence says she loves the color of his buggy. I really like it too. It's different. It's like a coppery orange. And boy, does it shine in the sun. It turns everything around it a coppery orange color too. .252. Speaking of copper, we might have to call that thing the lucky penny or something. Hopefully it does bring Chris some luck, especially next season. We'll be seeing him out here some more. Jay Stewart's on the line now. And showstopper. Jay, another one of our drivers that has battled some form of mechanical issue throughout the season, especially in our last couple of races, the last half of the season. And that is why Ford Play is not out here this weekend. But we're glad Jay had the backup bouncer to bring out instead and still be able to make his runs. He has completed both courses 1 and 2 so far. Looks like he's on par for number 3. He's also racing in our UTV stock class. There it is, hopping right up that ledge. Uh-oh, Dallas, I bet those are some fighting words for Jay. All right, he's just got to get through the foothills here on the Mickey Thompson mountainside. Got that 3rd run under his belt. Taylor, was that a 1-2 or 1-3? 129.931. I got Tim Cameron sitting right behind the trailer here. Can't hear anything. Yeah, he's just letting her run. 129 point. Clyde. We will get a confirmation on that time. Can you repeat Jay's time for me? All right, I got Clyde just coming up in the booth. Couldn't hear with Timmy sitting back there. 129.931 for Jay, and Nick Reich making his way through that short course section right now. Coming up to the Mickey Thompson mountainside. Nick had a 2nd place finish yesterday on course 2. And a good smooth pass on course 1 on Thursday as well. What do you think, Clyde? He might be sitting pretty good for the weekend, huh?
He's actually doing really good for the weekend. It's good to see the old Fordzilla back around.
Yeah. Been a while.
If I remember right, that hill he's on right now did it in two-wheel drive back in the day?
I think that it was Jake's second one, the one that
looked
like it didn't have like
it was the other
rear
one.
end to it hardly.
It was the other one.
Yeah, that was definitely a show.
And actually, I think it was the next hill over, not that one.
You're pretty close. Close enough.
Close enough. Little details don't matter.
Yeah, minor details. You guys can see that short course racing action going on just next door to us down here in the valley at MidAmerica Outdoors. Nick Reich made another really great pass out here. This is course number 3 that he's crossing the finish line.
106.215. 106.215.
Wow, that is your new fastest time on course 3 for Nick Reich, 106, and then Cooper Bentley behind him with a 111. Then it looks like Jay Storts with a 129, Dan Bowman with a 130, and Chris Grigg with a 162.
Tim Cameron on the line. Clock is hot. Let's see if he can do it a third time in a row.
All right, guys, let's go for a trail ride. Tim Cameron style.
Is that what we're calling this, a trail ride?
Look at Jack Porter flying around that corner. Timmy came up here and talked with us a little bit yesterday, and I said, man, you were sideways laying in it down on this corner. Do you think that your dirt track racing helped a little bit this year? And he's like,
wow.
Yeah, it probably did.
He just launched to the top of that hill. He jumped the second ledge.
Well, he is a goat, Clyde.
That machine is probably the best working machine he's built so far. He seems more comfortable and confident in that machine.
You think he finally got it figured out?
I think so. Last year he wasn't as smooth and consistent, and that was where Wade was taking advantage of him. But this one he seems to be very confident and smooth in. I really hate Wade wasn't able to keep it together.
Oh, man, he had such a run going yesterday.
Well, he's giving away the finals, the championship 2 years in a row at finals. 2 years ago in the UTV here, and the bouncer last year at Disney.
Wade's going to need a hug.
It's not his thing, I guess. He's going to have to start getting a big enough lead to have enough insurance for the finals, I guess. Yeah, he's on par to definitely set the fastest time.
Oh, man, let's see what it is.
97.039, 97.039.
I mean, I guess that was all right.
I'll tell you what, though, the gap's not as big.
I've seen worse. Tim Cameron definitely in the lead now with that 97, followed by Nick Reich with a 106 and Cooper Bentley with a 111. I told Timmy to leave some points for the rest of the guys.
The one that's on the line right now is probably one of my favorite machines. And
really?
Yeah, and the coolest stunt ever performed in rock bouncing was in that machine right there.
That is true. Matt and I
Matter
talked
of fact,
about that a little bit yesterday.
It's in that little promo video, and it was absolutely crazy.
So this is Matt Schisler's old Attitude buggy.
Daniel Heckley, clock is hot.
With Daniel Heckley in the driver's seat.
That's one. It sucks to lose an engine for sure, but at least it happened before he got to Hill 1 and done it on Hill 1 and lost his second place.
Right, so that's Clyde's talking about. That's what happened to Hellbent. That's why Daniel is driving Attitude this weekend. I had forgot. I didn't even know that Matt still had Attitude. I hadn't seen it so long. I figured maybe he sold it off.
Matt's
kind of
like me. He just doesn't ever sell anything.
It was just chilling out, collecting cobwebs. So, heck, might as well put that thing to use and kill some hills out here.
You know what else is crazy? Just watching them climb this hill. I remember the days when they had to sit there and beat on that all day to climb that. Now they just go right up it. People think the hills got easy, but the buggies have just advanced so far. There's no stopping them. Bikini Bottoms 2 weeks ago proved there's no stopping them.
There was some stopping for a few of them.
You can stop some of them, but you're not going to stop these guys. And once one of them figures out the line or commits to it,
for sure,
they make it a highway. Even the drivers were looking at Hill 2 at Bikini Bottoms 2 weeks ago like they're never going to climb it. And Wade showed one way to do it, but it wasn't the fast way. And then one of them with insane nerve just went for it, and it worked.
We have to constantly remind people out here that have maybe never been to an event in person that the camera doesn't do it justice,
No.
and it's always steeper and harder. But then the drivers go out and are making it still look fairly easy.
Correct.
We're like, it's just because they're good, guys. These hills are tricky.
Well, these are the cream of the crop. At the end of the
Yes.
day, these are the best of the best, and this is their passion. It's all they live and breathe for.
And we mentioned the Attitude Buggy having one of the best stunts ever in the sport. That was at Bikini Bottoms Off-Road Park like 3 years ago, I believe.
At least.
You guys could go check that out. I'm sure
Might
there's
have been
plenty
4
of
years ago.
YouTube videos. Daniel did take a tumble down the hill yesterday. Glad to see him making it through that finish line now.
132.776. .776. I feel like Daniel's just trying to stay consistent and get through the weekend at this point. He knows he can't gain the first place championship, and
Nope.
as long as he can stay
That opportunity
finishing,
has passed.
it has. But as long as he can stay finishing, then he doesn't lose his third place championship or his second place to
Second
third place.
place.
So he's just being conservative and hanging on to that. Matt Holt, clock is hot.
All right, speaking of being conservative, we haven't seen Matt hit the hill yet this weekend, Clyde. Are we going to see it this time?
Nope.
You didn't even stop and think about it.
Well, so I don't know if you know this, and I'm sure he's told it a million times, but he found a couple of teeth missing
Yep.
off of a ring gear. And, I mean, if I were him, I'd still go for it. It's the last
It's
race.
finals,
He's
yeah.
got plenty of
It's the
time
last
to
day
work
of the
on
last
it.
race.
He usually starts to work on it 2 days before race anyway and works 3 days straight and then drives down. So,
Come on, Matt.
but if he didn't do the hills yesterday,
Oh!
if he didn't do the hills yesterday or the day before, I don't see him going for this one. But let's see what he's going to do.
Hill! We might see it, Clyde.
He might go for it.
Go. Matt, you're going to need more than that. Just go.
Well, I've tried to explain that to Matt. And that's usually why I tell somebody at the start line either slap him real hard and get him mad
You got to make him mad.
or just, like, bet him $10,000 that he can't climb it.
Somebody go throw a rock at him.
I feel like what he's doing now is he's just walking in the hill for the rest of the drivers, packing it in good for
I
him.
think he needs to go hit that right side
He does, but
and lay in it. Man, I told him to drive it like I would, Clyde.
why don't you drive for him sometimes? Maybe that's what we
Well,
need.
that thing would end up in pieces, I think.
We're okay with that.
I don't think Matt would be. Uh-oh. That's a lot of smoke.
Oh. No, it's probably not. Zach does not
Zach
give it
as
me.
encouraging as ever. You know, there are a lot of bees out here at MidAmerica. Maybe Matt's just helping us out. Yet, yeah.
I think he's done. Zach is so brutal.
No mercy from Zach Garner.
No.
Let's see. Is he done, or is he going to climb back in? Nobody's touched it yet or helped him, so technically he could still go.
Well, it don't matter what it is at this point. He's done. He's not going to go for it. He's probably already replaced like 7 of those 8 cylinders. He'll have to put the last one in it. What did he do to the oil pan?
Should have
New oil
replaced
pan
his
last
ring
night.
gear.
Yeah, he brought one with him, right?
I told him he just needed to have a ring and pinion party and invite some people over.
As long
to
as he
his
stays off the
trailer.
one, as long as he stays off the one wheel. No.
Ruthless.
They are ruthless, aren't they?
Ruthless.
I tell you what, though, Matt takes it better than all of them.
You know what class I think Matt could really shine in?
Vin class.
He needs to bring the Cherokee back out here. Well,
I agree.
Not that, a Cherokee that runs back out here again.
Look,
and
he's
just
trying to fix his mohawk right
let
now.
her rip out there.
He's trying to fix his helmet hair with his mohawk.
Matt took home a trophy for Vin class one year out here at MidAmerica.
He did. And guess what? When everybody left, the Vin class vehicle was still sitting here in the middle of the track.
Because it didn't run anymore.
Because we had to drag it off so short course could run. And then it sit here for months.
I really think that Matt should.
Matter of fact, did he ever come get it?
I think he did eventually.
Okay.
But I think that's his class. I think that's his place to shine. Somebody donate a Cherokee for Matt to run. I will co-drive with him.
Look at him giving Matt
We will run the Vin class together.
He is going to be pumped up, either good or bad. We'll see which one he gets over.
He's going to need a Mountain Dew, a Red Bull.
A snacky snack.
Some kind of snack to rejuvenate himself. All right, while we work on figuring out what is happening with Matt Holt's High Society buggy, we have a little interview with some of our Digging Deeper UTV youth class drivers and want to share that with you guys. Let's go to that. What's up, everybody? I have several of our Digging Deeper UTV youth class racers here today. I wanted to catch up with them a little bit. We have so much fun watching them all season long. I hope you kiddos have had fun racing. It sure looks like you have, and I know you guys also have fun hanging out when we're not racing. I have a couple questions for our drivers. So we have Miss Dallas, Blake, Collier, Ava, and Clara with us. Now, I want to know how old you are, what's your favorite thing about racing, and what do you want to be when you grow up? All right, who wants to start?
Me.
Let's start with Clara, and then we'll go down, okay?
I am 8 years old.
Nice and loud for us.
I am 8 years old. I want to be a teacher when I grow up, and my favorite thing about racing is winning.
Is winning, all right. How about Ava now?
I'm 11 years old. My favorite thing about racing is all the people and going fast. And what I want to be when I grow up, I want to work at Buc-ee's.
You want to work at Buc-ee's?
Yep.
All right, we love Buc-ee's. All right, Collier, talk nice and loud. Tell us how old you are. 4. What's your favorite thing about racing?
Going fast.
Going fast. What do you want to be when you grow up?
A monster truck driver.
A monster truck driver. Look at those right there. I think he's on a good track. Do you have a favorite monster truck? That one? What's that one? What's his name?
I don't know.
Oh, all right, just that one. Cool. Blake, your turn.
I'm 6.
What's your favorite thing about racing? Winning. And what do you want to be when you grow up?
Drive a big buggy.
You want to drive a big buggy when you grow up? All right, we got a couple pro drivers in the making here. All right, Dallas, why don't you finish up for us?
I'm 9 years old.
What's your favorite thing about racing?
Driving.
Just driving in general?
Yeah.
And what do you want to be when you grow up?
A teacher.
A teacher. We got a couple teachers too. All right. Well, there you have it. I hope you guys have had as much fun watching our youth class this season as all the rest of us have out here. I hope to see all of you back next season. Is that what y'all are thinking? Yeah? All right. We got some racing to do, so we'll talk to you later. And we are back. We are back, and we want to definitely say thank you once again to Mr. Keith, the tool man out there. Always where we need him for recovery. I know Matt is certainly grateful to Keith for all the times that Keith has helped him out off this course. Most of our drivers, I'm just going to say all of our drivers, have had to be recovered at one time or another by Keith. So definitely
That's
so
accurate.
grateful to him. Timmy rolled over at Windrock one time.
Timmy
Did Keith
turned
have
over
to
a couple
recover him
times.
there?
Probably.
So, Clyde, we are halfway through our day here, and this is our last day of racing for the 2023 season. What do you think of how the weekend is going so far? Is it what you expected from these hills? And do you have anything to share with us about next season? Anything that might be they can look forward to, or that might be a little different?
Not for next year, but this year, as far as the finals, is going very well. It's just kind of like when it's planned, but I don't want to jinx us, so I don't want to go too far into it. But so far, it's definitely when it's planned. I may have to go deal with this recovery and help get that thing wherever they want it.
What about for the schedule for next season? When will that be released, and where can people look for that?
Since I've been doing everything for Ultra 4 and MidAmerica as well, live feeds, we actually leave from here to go straight to Arizona for that. So it'll be a couple of weeks, 2-3 weeks at least before
So you're like a little bit busy
right
now?
A little bit busy.
Yeah.
So
Right.
we leave straight from here, go straight to Arizona, do that event. So we won't get a break until another 2 weeks probably by the time we actually get back.
Okay. So
to the
sometime in
hometown.
November, folks
Hopefully
can check
sometime
out
in November is the plan.
website and
Normally I have it
Facebook
all
pages.
done, but this year and last year we've just been so busy doing all these other events and production, and it's keeping us covered up.
Can you tell us where we'll be since we don't have bikini bottoms next year?
Don't have a clue.
No, you're supposed to say, I can't release that information yet.
No, I've got a couple of things in plans. There's a couple of potentials that are already handled. I mean, obviously, parks reach out to us nonstop, wanting us to come there. So, we have lots of options. But I haven't sat down and had the time to really dial all that in. And at some point, I'll have to stop and get all that handled. But hasn't happened
Right.
yet.
He's a busy man, folks. I can see you, Zach. This is what happens on day 3.
Well, I think Matt's done. So I'm going to get out of here and let Matt take over his spot.
All right.
I'm going to go get back to work.
Bryant says finals at Windrock. That would be a little different. My dad says, I'll buy Bree and Matt an old Cherokee to race in the VIN class together. Zach could take over the live feed while you guys are on the course. That would just be all kinds of wild entertainment right there on all sides. I'd be here for it, though. We would need some in-cab video footage. Oh, man. Brian, it would be epic is what it would be. Yeah, we do love Windrock. I guess we'll just have to see what happens once Clyde gets that sorted out. Colby Reich out on the course now. He was not able to finish course 1 due to losing a belt again, but he got that issue straightened out. He did finish course 2 yesterday, had a good solid time. I know that 8 up is going straight up, hill 3 and hill 4. This is Colby's first full season racing with us, and we have really enjoyed having him be part of our racing family here with the NRRA. Colby's a fun guy, super helpful, always willing to pitch in with whatever, whether it's recovery or maybe having some medical help out here in one way or another at events. We're definitely grateful for him and his willing attitude to always pitch in. All right, Ryan Edwards is getting our schedule sorted out for next year for us. We'll just open at Windrock and finish at Windrock too. You guys can submit your suggestions to Clyde Bynum's comment box. I'm sure he would take that into consideration. Yeah, what's Clyde's email? Something at spideroffroad@gmail. 114.601 for Colby Wright. Brandon Davis on the line now. Brandon Davis hanging on to that top spot in the bouncer class for the season. He has been laying it down in Ole Miss. That might have been our biggest splash yet going through the creek.
Whew.
Hi, Matt.
Hey.
Nice to have you back with us.
Just getting my exercise in out there, you know.
Getting some steps in.
I would love water. I actually just spent like the last 2 minutes looking for a cooler, but I didn't see it. And
Bless your heart.
Taylor's hiding. Miss Slacker.
It's
yes.
actually in the same spot that it's been in for the last 3 days. It's okay. We'll cut him some slack.
In a minute.
Over here.
Hey.
Matt, after we watch Brandon finish his run, maybe you can fill us in
Yeah.
on what happened in your run.
Yeah, so far it's been a pretty smooth day. Cooper, I think, kind of came out and set the bar, and everybody's shooting for Cooper's time to beat Cooper or get close to Cooper.
Well, we have two times that are actually faster than Cooper's already.
Wow.
3 times that are faster than Cooper's.
108.934. Is that our new leader?
No, Tim Cameron is our leader right now with a 97. I mean, surprise.
He was fast.
Nick Reich right behind him with a 106, and then Brandon Davis with a 108, and Cooper Bentley with a 111.
My oil pressure sensor, the gauge light, the line that goes a gauge, apparently the copper line blew off and started putting oil all over the engine bay and me.
Nice.
Because I was like, man, what's going on? I saw smoke. I looked down at my oil
yes,
pressure,
we saw smoke.
And my oil pressure light said 0, and I was like, that's not good.
That's not what you want to see.
And we tried to fix it right there so we could just drive it off, but it didn't happen. So
Clayton Smith out on the course now in the reclaimed Misfit buggy.
It's awful warm in a race suit today. I'm not going to lie.
It's always warm in a fire suit. That's why we don't race in the middle of the summer.
Some of our spectators were tuning in where it was like 40 degrees. I'm like, I would take that right now.
Come on, Clayton.
Yeah. Mary Bynum said, Jack Porter is doing great this weekend.
Best races he's ever run.
Best racer ever.
It's a pretty smart strategy. And all because he had to beat you, Matt.
Yep, that's... Yeah. Wait till... I want to see Timmy's award speech.
Look at Clayton whipping around that bottom of the foothills there.
Again, he is driving that buggy like Wade would drive that buggy. Channeling his inner Wade.
That's dangerous. Sure, Taylor.
Hey, save some for me, bro. Oh, rude.
Where'd he go? Oh, here he comes.
They get so quiet when they start the downhill section. Okay, watch that buggy just thrash through those monster moguls there. Not a bad time.
122.065 for Clayton Smith. Richard Hodges is going to wrap up course 3 for the Brannick Motorsports bouncer class right now. Richard drew that number 13 spot, so that means he got to choose if he wanted to stay in the 13th spot or go first or go last. He chose to go last.
Got to talk to him, hang out with him a little bit last night. He went to Mexican with us.
Oh, yeah?
He joined, I believe he said his first race was, man, that looks smooth. I believe his first race was West Virginia with us. So he's been racing for a few races with us. Definitely,
About half the season.
yeah, definitely doing an awesome job. Great competitor and a super nice guy. Said he's really enjoying it, and he's going to try to commit to the full season next year. We also talked about he used to have a side-by-side that he raced, the Shake and Bake side-by-side we talked about with Adam Kuntz on live feed yesterday. And he said, yeah, I did it. And he said, I just spent so much money on parts. He's like, I could buy a bouncer if I'm going to spend this much money on parts, you know? He's like, if I'm going to spend this much money on parts, I might as well do it in a big toy, you know?
We decided while you were out, she's going to drive and buggy on the next one.
Yeah. Yeah. Clyde.
We did not decide that. We did decide that you and I should have a Cherokee to race in the VIN class.
Oh, dude. Yeah. We got to flip a coin for who runs course 1 because it might not make it to course 2.
My dad already said he'd sponsor a Cherokee for us.
Oh. He has to come to races and help take care of it, though.
You got to be pit crew.
We'll put the insurance company on the side,
There you go.
know.
Molitor Wealth Management.
Yeah, shout out to Molitor Wealth Management. Again, I always kind of giggle a little bit when I think of your dad and what he does as a hobby and then what he does as a profession. They could not be more polar opposites.
Oh, Richard Hodges getting a little crazy there in the foothills. You know, he does call this bouncer a wild card. Getting a little wild right there. 123.323. That is it for course 3 in the bouncer class. We are going to move on to our Rock Life Off-Road UTV stock class now. Do we have a leaderboard to throw up from the bouncer class, Taylor? All right, we'll put that up there in just a second. So while Taylor works on that leaderboard from the bouncer class for us, this is round 4 for the stock class. So this is going to finish up their year of racing.
So we're concluded from round 3, moving on to round 4.
Yep.
So this is the last Mohican right here. This is your last chance, last of all, to put it down. Which last chance to do very well and hopefully submit your place, or last chance to hopefully not bobble it and get demoted, which we've seen guys literally change places. Get out of here. You know, we don't need your trash.
All
okay?
right, there's our leaderboard for the bouncer class. Course 3, Tim Cameron, Nick Reich, Brandon Davis, your top 3. And then we had Cooper, Bentley, Colby Reich, Clayton Smith, Richard Hodges, Jay Stortz, Dan Bowman, and Daniel Heckley. We are going to run to a quick commercial, and then we'll be right back with that stock class action.
The Mickey Thompson Premium Mud Terrain is on the road and full of undisputed attitude. The Baja Boss MT. No compromises, ever. We are purpose-built tires for truck and Jeep enthusiasts everywhere. All mud tires are not created equal, and here's the proof. Powerfly XD construction, asymmetrical tread design, extreme side biters, and more. Find your tire size today at MickeyThompsonTires.com.
Radflow Suspension Technology is a manufacturer of high-performance custom OE and universal length shock absorbers. Radflow specializes in OE replacement applications, shock absorbers, and dampers for military vehicles, pickup trucks, SUVs, and motorsport industries. By focusing on custom valve solutions and providing style and agility, Radflow shock absorbers is considered the performance benchmark for all forms of competition. Radflow's product base is known as the choice of champions. Radflow suspension technology provides superior products and unrivaled support at the best possible price.
And we are back. We got just great shot of Justin taking a quick break there. Again, he stands, mans our race.
Just posted up on there.
Mans our race line starting gate all day, doing our safety checks for us. We greatly appreciate him. Again, it looks like Braden Upchurch there sitting in line. Again, this is our last and final course of the season
for the Rock Life Off-Road Stock Class. Braden came into this weekend second in points overall for the stock class. Not much separating him from Brandon Davis, who was first in points with 776, and then Braden with 768. I honestly don't know where things stand at this point, this being our fourth hill.
And we have so many classes and so many courses, I'm all over on points.
We will all find out together. We have a lot of folks tuning in on Hillside Live that are lobbying very strongly to have finals at Windrock next year.
I saw that. I wonder what they were talking about. I seen that somebody
season
said
opener and finals at Windrock.
Here is a great place for finals.
But Windrock is only 3 hours from me.
Yeah, they're both like 8.5.
Whoa, Braden. Airing it out. 66.126 for Braden Upchurch, and his 2023 season is done.
Comes to an end.
Ryan, Wade broke a lot of things yesterday.
Yeah, God.
That's what happened to Wade. So he is out in the bouncer class.
Yeah, big bummer. Because, again, and even Timmy on the live feed said that. You hated seeing it just because you get to watch that epic battle between them, and it's a really enjoyable time.
And he had such a fast and furious run going, right? You know, when he broke and then rolled, and it was just too much.
He did. He had a rough weekend. And I said, are you going to try to put it back together? And he said, well, I would if we were like in the points hunt or something. Right. But he said it's not really a big deal at this point.
Daniel Heckley on the course now. He came into the weekend third in points.
Brentley Haven sprinting by. Get some good video shots of his dad.
Daniel actually won a Skinny Pedal award earlier this season.
Again, not an award you want to win, but it's
in this vehicle, I believe, at Hot Springs. So
Taylor's confirming.
Hopefully, we're not. I'm sure Daniel would rather not have any more Skinny Pedal nominations.
Yes.
No. It was, he was in like it was a different side-by-side. It was the stock class, though.
I think they're all kind of showing out. 466.725.
If you're going to show out, the last hill of the last race is the time to do it. Braden barely squeaking out Daniel with a 66.1. Daniel just with a 66.7. Well, how do they do it on a course this long? That's just crazy to me. That will never not be impressive. How tight the times often are in all of our classes.
Yes.
Even in our youth class, we had multiple drivers separated by literally like tenths and hundredths of seconds. There was like 3 or 4 of our youth drivers. Dustin Havens running yet again for Dan Carter.
That full body 4-seater. Got Brandon Davis and his poor little Can-Am pulling line.
Dustin Havens hitting the hill this time.
Definitely trying to get some points for Mr. Dan Carter. Again, part of that Carter Racing crew, sponsored by Rockcliffe Off-Road.
I'm sure Bryant's proud. He didn't want Dustin to be a sissy.
Yeah. Yeah.
His words, not mine.
Yeah.
Look at that 4-seater cruising around this course. It's good for the downhills. Not quite as good for those sharp turns at the bottom.
Yeah. Just sending it in the 4-seater over those little monster moguls. Woo!
$78.270 for Dustin Havens. Do it for Dan.
Do it for Dan. I love it. We should make a bracelet that says that. Do it for Dan.
Matt and I chatted with Dan Carter a little bit on the phone last night. He wasn't able to make it this weekend, obviously. That's why he's got his stand-in, Dustin, out here for him. But, sometimes life happens and you have to prioritize, and we totally get that. Sad to not have Dan and Jody out here with us this weekend, but glad that Dustin can fill in and get some of those points for Dan.
Clyde just went to the top of the table, the big tabletop up there. He's running the starting line and the finish line simultaneously. Yeah, what does he think? He's in charge? He thinks he runs this show? I tell you.
He thinks he can do what he wants out here,
Yeah.
I guess. Brandon Davis and the little Can-Am that could.
He's doing that so Justin Holback can go get ready and get strapped up because he'll be running the WT shortly.
Is this the last season that this little Can-Am
I don't know.
is going to race with us, Matt?
I hope so. This little poor thing has had a rough life.
It doesn't need to be retired.
It needs to be stuck out to greener pastures. Some farmer.
Look at that shot right there.
Some farmer who needs a side-by-side that's very capable.
We don't hate it. We just recognize the tough life that it has had. And it has hung in there through it all. Taylor says run it till it blows up. Well,
6:1.623, your new fastest time for Mr. Brandon Davis in that Can-Am.
Taylor, maybe you're right.
Uh-oh, now
maybe it doesn't need to be put out to pasture just yet.
Now we got Clay Cason up there comparing notes.
Raffle it off.
Raffle it off.
Somebody can enjoy it still.
It did. It did just run the fastest
Taylor,
time.
Taylor can't handle it.
He's like...
You just got to hand it on to the next person
Yeah.
that wants to enjoy it. This is Jay Storts. Hey, what happened to your smart car, Taylor?
It doesn't work anymore. Poor smart car.
You make that Can-Am street legal, and then
Yeah.
there you go. It's about the size of a smart car.
Yeah. And then just be whipping donuts around the shop. Yeah, I think he'd notice.
Come on, Jay. We've been telling you guys these foothills along the bottom are a little rougher than they might seem at first glance. Jay Stewart's figuring that out right now.
Wow.
6.635. That is our third time in the 66 range. Wow. So we had, I guess we can go ahead and throw a leaderboard up there because that wraps up our Rock Life Off-Road Stock class.
Wow. 61, 62 for Mr. Brandon Davis coming in. I think that solidifies, Brian Dunnigan was saying, he thinks that solidifies his season championship. Braden Upchurch at 66, Jay Shorts at 66, Daniel Heckley at 66, and Dan Carter in the full body four-seater running 78. He might have won for the weekend and for the season.
Put a for sale sign on that thing.
Oops, I got to run shut my GoPro.
No, Taylor. All right, guys, we are going to go to a quick commercial while we get our VIN class lined up, and we'll be right back.
The Mickey Thompson Premium Mud Terrain is on the road and full of undisputed attitude. The Baja Boss MT. No compromises, ever. We are purpose-built tires for truck and Jeep enthusiasts everywhere. All mud tires are not created equal, and here's the proof. Powerply XD construction, asymmetrical tread design, extreme side biters, and more. Find your tire size today at MickeyThompsonTires.com.
What you want? No matter where your ride takes you. Whether it's a quick trip or a slow climb. When you choose RCV Performance Axles, you're guaranteed to finish every time.
We are back with our VIN class course number 4. The final countdown for these guys. Big Don Curtis is on the line, ready to kick things off for us.
Mr. Jed Harper tuning in the live feed there. And got the full body of Don Curtis taking off the line.
Don Curtis was third in points behind Justin and Charles coming into this weekend.
Can you hear that big block just screaming up top there as he makes that fast pass along the edge, along that ridge? Behind us, I can see all the drivers down there in the valley looking at it, checking it all out. Wow,
they're scoping.
What?
What? Who is?
Yeah.
Oh. Taylor's messing with us. Well, where is Don right now? Taylor? We got okay, there we go. Don outran the drone.
He did. Here we go.
Come on.
.104.266 from Mr. Don Curtis, and that is his last run of the season.
We've got Justin Hoback in the WT on the line now. Just as a reminder that this is also a family hauler vehicle, not just a race vehicle. Clyde was wondering why Justin hadn't pulled up to the line yet. And it's like, I'm supposed to be up there, but my wife rearranged my harnesses.
That's funny.
Justin was in there having a fiddle with the harnesses. Come on, WT. Put in some work.
Getting Justin out there in that WT. Again, he also does recovery with that truck for us, and
Where'd he go? There he is. Making his way down the hill. Making my way downtown. Oh, Matt.
Boy, we can mute that mic.
Yes.
I'm sorry, Taylor.
Oh, scooping up some of that gravel with the front grill. Taylor is threatening us in here right now. I can't work under these conditions. If I quit, this whole show would tank. And you wouldn't have brownies, Taylor.
For real. For real. I like how he starts immediately backpedaling. He's like, okay, let's just take a step back, okay?
.138.899 for Justin Hoback in the WT. That means we've got Charles Carris on the line and ready to wrap up our 2023 season for the VIN class. This is course number 4, so it's the final run. Thank you guys for joining us today here on Hillside Live. I hope you've been able to catch as much of the racing action as possible over the last couple of days. We are, of course, here at MidAmerica Outdoors in Jay, Oklahoma this weekend. We are about halfway through our day of racing, little over halfway maybe. We still have round 2 for a couple of our our final round 2 of the day for a couple of our classes left. Make sure you're watching on that Rock Racing TV Facebook page, not some of the other options like YouTube and the NRRS page. It is, of course, available on those pages, but we will not be able to see your comments and interact with you guys if you're watching on those pages. So come on over to Rock Racing TV page. It is the broadcast and media page, not the group. Charles came into the weekend very solidly in the first place position as far as points. And he has also stayed in that position as far as the weekend goes. Matt almost just tipped his chair over. Is he on the right hill? I can't see him from over here. It's hard to tell on the screen. I think it's right. I think he's in the right spot. So tonight we have our awards banquet, which is how we always end our finals racing weekend. And we will be giving away the trophies both from this weekend's racing, like we would always do for a race weekend, and for our season. So we've got our overall winners from the whole season. So we've got a whole slew of awards and trophies to give away. We also like to do some extra fun stuff at our awards banquet as well. Keep things creative and fun for the drivers and their families, and definitely just let them have a fun night after racing so hard and putting in all that commitment over the season. .424 for Mr. Charles Chris. Don Curtis had our fastest time on course number 4 for the VIN class.
He was moving.
And then we had Charles and then Justin Hoback. And that is going to wrap up our season for the VIN class. Ben Driscoll, welcome to the Rock Racing TV page. Vince, yes, this is where the cool kids are hanging out. Y'all come on over here.
All right, we'll be back right after these messages.
The Mickey Thompson Premium Mud Terrain is on the road and full of undisputed attitude. The Baja Boss MT. No compromises, ever. We are purpose-built tires for truck and Jeep enthusiasts everywhere. All mud tires are not created equal, and here's the proof. Powerfly XD construction, asymmetrical tread design, extreme side biters, and more.
Rebirthed from the depths of Baja, Mickey Thompson Tires announces a new American mud terrain legend. The new Baja Legend MTZ. Silica reinforced T4 tread compound. Powerply 3-ply construction. Improved 4-pitch side biters. Proven MTZ tread styling for undisputed traction. 35 different sizes, and one is just waiting for your rig. The Baja Legend MTZ.
Radflow Suspension Technology is a manufacturer of high-performance custom OE and universal length shock absorbers. Radflow specializes in OE replacement applications, shock absorbers, and dampers for military vehicles, pickup trucks, SUVs, and motorsport industries. By focusing on custom valve solutions and providing style and agility, Radflow shock absorbers is considered the performance benchmark for all forms of competition. Radflow's product base is known as the choice of champions. Radflow Suspension Technology provides superior products and unrivaled support at the best possible price.
And we're back. We are getting ready to kick off our RCV Axle UTV Cup class for the last time of the season. This is the last and final day of the National Rock Racing Association. What's up, Mary Carroll? Mrs. Mama Bynum, tuning in. Kurt Havens, what's up, buddy? Vince Lowe, Brian Dunnigan from Rock Life Off-Road. Again, this is the UTV Cup class. These guys battle it out all season, similar to the Bouncers class. They have a very rough course. A lot of guys who race this also race the UTV stock class. So some guys get double duty with their machines. And we got about 15 side-by-sides to run through. Okay. So we got about 15 side-by-sides to run through in the UTV Cup class. Again, obviously, it's been a crazy, crazy weekend. We have had a ton of battling. Clyde and came over to the side of the trailer earlier while doing commercial and showed me and Bree some of the close neck-and-neck battles going on currently in points for the weekend and for the season. So there will be a lot decided on Course 4. Again, everybody hopes to come out and put a lot of points down. Unfortunately, sometimes people DNF, which can knock them down. We've all watched Wade Good last year literally troll from first place to third place in the podium for the season because he had 2 bad runs on the last day. So again, everybody hopes to keep it good, clean racing again. We hope to. Again, we got Nathan King. It looks like pulling a line eventually. I think everybody's still speculating. Hey, am I good to go? Yeah. You want me to run for you? No. Sure, I'll run for you. No. I'll run the M2 for you. No. I have a. No. Gosh. I tell you. Well, I was waiting to see who was pulling up. We have about a. Okay, he's just breaking the name. This is Dan Carter stunt double, Dustin Havens. Again, trying to get some points for Dan. Dan Carter wasn't able to make it this morning. This weekend, he had work. They got busy this weekend, had some down stuff, so he ended up having to work overtime this weekend. So he was able to make some good money, but unfortunately had to miss finals. And he was also kind of plagued this year with some crazy mishaps. Had some weird issues. Again, he keeps between 2 and 3 rigs running to race 3 different classes in. So we all complain about keeping 1 rig going. And then you have Dan Carter, who works to keep lots of rigs going. So shout out to Dan Carter and the Carter race team. They do a lot for the sport. Dan is out thrashing around. We appreciate Dan. We really miss him. He's a great guy, a super good-hearted guy, and helps out a lot of people and does a lot of great stuff. If you ever get a chance, he's done some podcast stuff with Brian Dunnigan for the Rock Life Off-Road crew. So you'll have to go check those guys out. They do some cool stuff. Had some cool guests on there. So I think now we have our first racer. Looks like Brandon Davis is pulling up in that winning Can-Am. That's Taylor. We got side-by-sides pulling up. We still have a bunch of rock bouncer drivers out there admiring the hill. Zach was saying that Jack Porter stunt double's out there checking it out, looking at the course. What'd you say, Taylor? Yeah. Yeah, Timmy, I would call Timmy a lot of things. Beam breaker's not one of them. More like hurt feelings, Again, he showed up on Thursday and absolutely made a statement with that new buggy. Super awesome to see. I kept track of your scores for you.
right, Matt, what did I miss?
We got some points for Dan Carter, and Brandon Davis is on the line, or he's actually on the course, out there doing some work for the UTV Cup Series. Again, this is our last and final race of the season. These guys absolutely have put a thrashing this weekend on these side-by-sides. These courses are just so brutal.
Did our drone almost just hit it? Brandon forgot to turn his blinker on for that turn.
He did.
Old drone. Ben Driscoll said, very cool class. Assuming you meant the VIN class, I'd like to see a class in between that and Pro Bouncer.
That would be.
That would pretty much be either a UTV Cup or UTV Bounty is what I would say. Unless you mean an unlimited or modified class of the VIN type. 124.570 was Brandon Davis's time.
Got Nathan King sitting up in the starting gate. Mr. 01 himself. Yes, that would be cool. Each driver has its own sound effects. That's like a walk-up song for Major League Baseball. What? Oh, yeah. Oh, I know they would. We'd have definitely some very cool requests. Nathan is flying down that hill. He just launched off that second tabletop.
Hey, it's the final round of the final day. If you're going to let it all hang out, now is the time to do it.
I thought that was what you were going to say. It's the final countdown.
That's what song we need to have queued up, Taylor.
That'd be our final song. That's true. That's true.
Yeah, Facebook copyright. It's a party pooper. That's a.
Ooh!
Oh, the video got weird there.
He hit that water at full toe, man. Hit that water at full tilt pretty much.
All right, he's got to come down and make it through those craters. Definitely a lot easier on the downhill.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And Nathan especially making it look easy.
Again, smooth work by Nathan King. 1:02.414 for Nathan King.
Wow.
That is your new leader.
22 seconds faster than Brandon Davis.
I have a feeling we're going to have a few guys that are going to try to knock that down.
Oh, definitely. Like
Robert
this guy
Trainer.
on the line, DC Thompson.
Robert Trainer said, I already miss everyone. Let's make 2024 an epic year of rock racing.
Heck yeah. I'm down. Matt and I are going to crush it in the VIN class.
Yes.
Matt.
If he's really, I'm down. We will absolutely send that little Cherokee. I love. Yeah, dude, I will send it. Yeah. I ain't got to haul it there. I ain't got to haul it home. I ain't got to pay for.
Who's going to take it home and fix it? That's the thing.
I ain't got to pay for repairs. Yeah.
Did that also come with the sponsorship?
Mull your corporate services, financial independence included, is going to take care of that, right? DC is flying, too. Again, having them come all the way down, that has to be close to a mile run.
I would say maybe half a mile.
The entire length.
That's okay. I was gonna.
The entire length of the short course from that corner down there to here. You think that's half a mile? That's got to be more than that.
Did you hear what Taylor just said?
What?
It's 2 miles.
So that means we're going halfway down and all the way back. So it's got to be a mile and a half. He said it was 2 miles?
Means the whole short course.
Oh.
At any rate, it is definitely more of a straightaway than we usually have for our drivers out here. And I know a lot of them have been having fun with that.
We should ask Clyde. DC, sliding down the hill. Whoa! Wow. 105.213 for Mr. DC Thompson, coming in second place, 3 seconds, right behind Nathaniel King. But again, we have several guys pulling up that are definitely going to try to fix that problem. They are definitely going to. Again, I see Cody Kaysen down there in Daddy's Money.
And Alton Tidwell's on the line first. Then we've got Cody pulling in behind him.
I tell you, he's ornery today. Taylor, is this your last race of the season, Taylor?
Oh no, front right not pulling. Maybe front left too, I don't know, couldn't see it. You know, he had trouble at, around that same area on his last run, and we couldn't see his front right from the camera angle that we had, so I wonder if that's been an issue that's already happened or if that just now happened. Either way, that concludes Alton Tidwell's run and his season. Heck of a try. That is not a hill for three-wheel drive.
That is not.
In most cases.
It's the next hill that I think he would really, really struggle with. Great shot of the crowd there.
So normally Bill is up on the hill. Not today.
Not today.
He is down at the bottom.
Kazoon tight.
Here we go with Cody Kaysen.
Oh, hey, look, Jack Porter's tuning in. He wanted to watch his final run of the season. Mr. Beam.
He wanted to see how fast he's going to go?
Yeah, he wanted to see how fast Mr. Beambringer's going to set it. Well, Timmy's won 3 courses so far. I mean, why not just go ahead and make it a hat trick, right? Not
I
on our
think
race
3
day.
things is a hat trick.
It is, but I was saying 4, meaning like all of them.
We could. What's 4 then?
All of them.
Can we name our own thing? A tire trick.
Ooh, good call. I like that. You can always tell when they go from uphill to downhill because it's like wah wah wah.
Silence.
It like gets a whole lot quieter.
Cody Kaysen has had a very solid season in both the Cup class and the Bounty class.
Man, look at him splash through that mud.
He came into the weekend in 5th place in both of those classes.
Oh, no! Oh, whew. He is that was a quick corner there. Man, he is flying right now. I think this is going to be our new leader. Oh, no. There you go. Acting like he's having a problem with the steering almost.
I think he's just 102.408.
Wow.
That is our new fastest time, but listen how close they are. Nathan King had a 102.414.
Wow.
Cody just laid down a 102.408.
Literally.
Holy crap.
7 thousandths of a second separating those two times after a minute and a half. Or 2 minutes. After 2 minutes, a minute and a half, they're separated by 7 thousandths of a second.
Wow.
That is absolutely. Got Casey Howe out there ripping up that corner. It's interesting to see how fast guys are pushing in now. They don't have to turn early. Again, but they always slow up for the water.
Let it rip.
You see a lot of them favoring that left side as they're climbing up, and then they always hook back to that right because there is a ginormous ledge at the top of that. I think you're going to see bouncer guys do that same thing again, kind of hug that bottom left side and then swing to the right. And this, you just kind of dodge the puddles, holes, craters.
The craters.
Yeah, craters. You kind of just bounce back and forth between them, really.
Like a pinball.
You do, really. Whoa!
Just kind of slide right down.
Yeah.
There you go, Casey. $106.768. A very solid run for Casey.
Well, got a few left. Ryan Boyd, what's up, Ryan Boyd? He's also tuning in to watch Jack Porter's run. Jack's holding 3 #1 spots this weekend. Can he go for the 4th?
What a weekend for Jack Porter. About to pull off a tire trick. Cooper Bentley out on the course now. You guys are watching the final course for the RCB Axle UTV Cup class.
Yeah. We got 2 racers left, maybe 1. Looks like we have a few left in the UTV Cup Series.
Love you, Jack. We're excited for your great success this weekend.
winning debut.
Hey, I'm excited to see Cooper out here tearing up the course, too, after the rotten luck that he started out this weekend with.
He's gonna, oh!
Come on, Cooper.
That rear end starts kicking over, and it gets a little squirrely there. Jack, it just shows Jack and Timmy both stay on the same podium, both holding one up, like, we did it, we did it. .778. That is definitely our new leader. Cooper Bentley with a 97, and then Cody Kaysen with a 102.40, then Nathan King with a 102.41. Wow. And then DC Thompson with a 105, Casey Howell with a 106, and Austin Tidwell with a 124. No, you're right. Yeah. All right, Clay Kaysen is going to wrap up our 2023 season for the RCB Axle UTV Cup class. Clay is sitting pretty in that first place spot overall for the season. What's up, Kelso? What up, Danny? Yeah, Clay has come out this season and just made a statement. And he came in 126 points ahead of second place. So at this point, he's racing just to be a racer.
Racer's gonna race, Matt.
It's true. But hey, wow, he's going splashing through that water.
Ryan Edwards said Aaron must have spent a fortune in fuel for all of Cooper's runs.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah.
Come on, Clay.
He just went through a bunch of water. Come on, go, baby, go.
Is front left pulling?
There we go. It's all downhill from here.
Woo, good thing.
Clyde said he may have lost some steering. Maybe he lost some steering? Yeah. Uh-oh.
Oh, that's awkward.
He needs to back up.
No.
Oh.
Oh, no.
No.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. His brother, Cody, is like sprinting over.
Cody's like, back up. There we
go.
There
now
we
he's
go.
hitting a tree.
Nice.
Well, luckily there's a lot of bushes to catch him.
Woo, good thing he had Cody there.
Yeah.
.168.435. It wasn't fast, but it was a finish.
But he did get a finish out of it.
168.434. What did I just say?
435, wasn't it?
435.
Yeah. All right, that wraps up our UTV Cup Series. Now we're moving to UTV Bounty.
Do we have a leaderboard? There it is. Cooper Bentley took the lead on that one with a 97, and then Cody Kaysen with a 102.40, and then Nathan King with a 102.41. DC Thompson, Casey Howell, Brandon Davis, and Did you not put Clay up there? Clay was there at the end, and then Austin Tidwell with a DNF. There he is. Here we go with our UTV Bounty class. Casey Howell is on the course.
He is flying.
All right, Taylor. There it goes. There we go.
Come on, get up there. I bet. He's probably already 5 thoughts ahead.
Casey Howell's defending his first place position for the season. Coming into this weekend with 532 points.
Again, you can see those guys going back and forth, kind of just thrashing through the wood there in those big craters. .715 for Mr. Casey Howe. And that was the first run of our Bounty Series. We're about 10 or 12 side-by-sides away for bouncers, and this is our last run of the season.
Casey had a 114.715. Now we've got Clint Strain on the line. Cooper Bentley lined up there behind him. If you're wondering, Cash Leroy did break on our first course of the day today for the Cup class. That is why he did not run our last course. Now we got Clint Strain.
So how many drivers are going to come play on this course tonight after we get down with our awards banquet? You think we're going to have some guys come down and...
I think they have more short course racing tonight. Although how many, I'm sure plenty of them wish they could come play down here.
I'm sure we might see a few of them down here.
Vince Lowe, you're not wrong. He says these downhill zigzags have got to be super technical. Yes, and when you add in those craters we've been talking about, which truly it's not giving you a very good perspective of that on camera, but I kind of said it's a little bit like a pinball. These guys are definitely having to pick their line on the way down. Ooh. Gross. Clay Kaysen up here in the booth with us with a soaking wet, muddy fire suit.
To, bomb the water holes down here.
You just lifted and drove through the water all the way down. Most guys come back to the bank and roll.
That was not on purpose.
Yeah? You haven't steered?
My power steering belt broke at the top of the first hill, actually. Yeah, that was not fun.
What is with the belt carnage?
It was all my fault. I got up at the top, and there was a bunch of loose rocks, and I knew better, and I just
Stood on it.
Stood on it,
Did
and
it
it just
anyway.
yeah, and it Rock had to get up in there and cut it. Makes me want to cry. I'm not gonna lie.
You finished.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I was scared to death to go up that last hill.
Yeah.
Y'all seen me stop like
You
right here
did.
in the middle?
Yeah.
I was like hesitating on even
We
hitting
sure
it.
did.
I was thinking, okay. And then as you came down, Clyde goes, he didn't have steering. And I was like, oh, crap. And then you could tell by the end. Oh, no!
Oh, man.
No.
That is so. I hate that.
Is that our first rollover of the day?
I think so.
I think it is. Hey, we're doing pretty good. To
Oh,
make
please
it
don't
this
blow it
far.
up. Just quit.
Uh-oh.
No, Clint. It's too late to Bobby Tanner it.
Yeah, don't blow the motor up. It ain't worth it. I'm sorry, Bree.
All right, Clay. So your season of racing is over.
Thank
Yeah.
gosh,
You're
I'm tired.
You're done.
And after that, that was a workout. Oh,
That
my
old,
gosh.
Armstrong steering, as my dad likes to call it.
I can only imagine doing a big
Using
buggy
those
like
muscles.
that. Because, like, mine's all orbital valve. Mine doesn't have, like, some of them have a steering servo in there, so there's still a shaft and a rack down there. So it wouldn't be as bad, but mine's all off of fluid and on an orbital valve. So
Okay. Like a normal, like a big bouncer.
Just, yeah, so I can only imagine how it would be in a big bouncer.
Yeah,
Oh, my
it's-
gosh.
It's not real fun.
Because, like, it was
you
a
just put both arms in it and just pretend like you're an arm wrestling professional.
It was
All right, Clay. So
wild.
looking back on the season, now that we're done, I'm just going to put you on the spot with some questions right now,
That's
since
fine.
we've got a recovery going
Yeah.
on.
Hit them with me. I'm ready.
What are some of your highlights from the season, and maybe some? I don't know. Even if you have like a low point.
Oh, I just had a low
that
point.
you-
Y'all seen that? Everybody at home
That
just
was
watched
it?
that.
That was your low point. Okay, I think you're doing pretty good though.
Highs and lows, yeah. Highs would
Highs
be.
and- my lowest was like all the way begin. Clyde. Hush.
The best part is no one can hear him, just
Yeah,
us.
I know.
Yeah.
But at the beginning of the season, we had a bunch of gremlins in that buggy. Like a lot of clutches issues that we had, really, and boost issues that was completely my fault. I should have found that 6 months ago because I was down a lot of boost at the beginning of the year, and it came on at Rush, Kentucky, actually, and then
Did you notice a difference once you had the boost?
I had to relearn the whole buggy.
Oh, really?
It was down
Does
like-
it make that much
it was
difference?
20 pounds difference.
Wow.
Almost.
That's a lot.
Yes.
That's like
So
doubling your horsepower for those out there that don't know what 20
Oh,
PSI
yes.
difference is.
and
Going from like 5 to 25 is like a
'Cause
whole different animal.
we thought it was just a buggy being a little bit heavier than my old one because it's the same almost setup as my old one, and oh my gosh.
That's crazy. 20 PSI difference.
Oh yes.
Clint's
I mean, that's a big difference. I
And
mean, that's like it's like poking a hole in the side of your intercooler tube. You know?
and so like I guess I don't know. I was never having to really crack the throttle about it.
Oh, Robert
Aw.
Trainer.
Love you, Robert. Shout out to y'all and Ramsey. Old Rowdy Boy Racing.
Yep.
Got Cooper Bentley
Speaking
taking
of
off.
Rowdy Boy, we got Cooper Bentley out on the course now.
Hey, he had a rough first start to the weekend. I feel bad.
He sure did.
If he couldn't have luck,
He
it'd be bad.
He did. He did have some bad
My
luck.
God. I know how it feels, though.
It's
Man, come
awesome
all the way to
watch. It's awesome watching some of these side by sides send it off these
Oh, yeah.
tabletops.
Whew, that was a workout.
I bet.
We used to bank that right there so
Yeah.
much easier.
Oh yeah.
And like when I hit it, I was a little scared
Really?
because it come upside. It felt like, and I was like, "Oh my God." That's what. Cooper. Hey,
You got
there
like
go.
stop and look for the. All right, which course is it again?
Yeah, because Clyde, he threw us a little loop-de-loop here. He
Yeah.
didn't give us much time. Those lights in this trailer are bright.
They are.
Oh my God.
But we have to have them, otherwise it look like we're doing a broadcast in a cave. Here we go.
Just for y'all, that water's cold.
I can imagine.
I'm a little cold.
Oh, Cooper.
That's so scary.
It is, because we watched the back end slide over. You guys are full tilt out. It's just like, don't stop. Whatever you do, don't
Oh
stop.
gosh, it makes me nervous.
And this part here is rough. Tell us about this part.
To me, Clyde threw the cup class with like
Uh-oh.
a legit. He didn't mean to do that, y'all. He was trying to go left because it sets you up for the turn.
He took the Clay Casey line there.
I thought I was coming down it sideways, so for a second I was.
We're coming down it sideways.
9.6.401 for Mr. Cooper Bentley, wrapping up his season.
I thought I was coming down at he's still got big buggy. He ain't wrapping it up
Well,
yet.
I meant for the Bounty Series anyway.
Yeah, I thought, I seen that tree, and I was like, all right, if I can get to that tree, I won't come down the sideways. We'll stop and just quit.
And then you came down there, lots of brush, kind of slowed you down. It was perfect, right?
No, it's not fun.
All right, this is Dustin Havens running for Dan Carter.
Dark stunt double. Oh, man.
Shout out to Dustin Havens for running 3 classes for 3 days in the full body 4-seater.
And the stock class, he actually ran.
He did. He has hit the hills too. He didn't do it in every class like we just saw, but he has been up on those hills.
Oh, man. While we got a little time, I want to give a shout out to a lady at home. She's got breast cancer, and it's, breast cancer month. So Mitzi Grubbs, if you're watching, big shout out to you. Everybody keep her in y'all's prayers, please.
Yeah.
Definitely.
She's like one of my biggest fans at home.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Aww.
She's grown up. Well, I've grown up, and she's known me since I was little bitty.
Aww.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely be praying for her.
What's up, Ryan Boyd? Tuning in just as D.C. Thompson is taking off the line there.
Hey, Ryan used to be probably as wild as D.C. did.
Yeah, he was. I've seen him do some stuff in some buggies.
If not more.
Oh, yeah. Ryan was a wild guy.
DC's cooled it down a little bit the last season or two.
He has, and he's been on the podium a whole lot more, I think, because of it. So,
I think I blew my podium for the weekend.
You did?
I think so.
Why?
That had to put me way down the list.
What were you coming into?
I don't even know.
Did you finish all courses?
Yeah.
Okay.
You'll still get to be on a podium.
No, but God, it could have been 10 in a row.
10 podiums in a row?
Yeah. That would be it.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yep.
Good idea, Tyler. Good idea. And like 2 years ago when we was here, that second ledge up there that he just went across like gravy, looked like a highway.
Yeah.
Has gotten, to me, looks like about a foot taller.
I think so too. Because I don't remember it being that bad. I remember us kind of just bobbling as we went through.
Because I went up it the first time with my old one being narrow, and it didn't feel as bad as it did with me sitting up there.
No, I felt like a lot of guys have hooked so far right because it is so much washed out.
Yeah, I mean, that's smoking.
012?
012, yeah.
Ma'am.
91.012 for DC Thompson. That is our current leader. This is round 4, the final round for the UTV Bounty class. And we've got Josh Krapinski on the line.
Hey, looks, man, there's Matt. What? Did you not even hear that? Matt did.
How about Josh Krapinski coming out?
I know.
With only half a season.
Down.
And just battling hard.
Oh, yeah. He messed up all kinds of points for them poor fellas.
He did. He did.
Hey, he did it all legit, too.
He did.
Come in mid-season.
Came in and just showed out all season.
He said, y'all watch this. Y'all don't even know what y'all got.
He did it.
He's like, I could do that.
Oh, yeah. Like everybody at home, oh, go here. It's so much easier. He just come out here and
but
showed
Josh
us.
Actually did.
He showed us, hey, I got it. Like a 4-lane highway up through there. Don't even move. I might have hit the MAO trail. I went so wide, I felt like. I'm not going to lie. It was dumb.
Just skimmed it.
It was dumb. So dumb.
Again, I wonder why you didn't come out of the water and then go back into it. You just stayed in the water the whole time. I was like, man, that's got to be cold.
It was not on purpose.
Yeah. I wondered. I was like, wow, it wants to do some off-road stuff today. Cool.
No. Because my air filter's exposed. See that? Oh,
yeah, I know. You see that buggy kick sideways, and you're like, ooh.
Because that's a long way.
Way to fall, I agree.
God.
And we've seen it. We've seen guys tumble halfway down that.
Danny, we did mention that on Josh's last run that this is a Danos. chassis.
Hey, mine's a Danos chassis. Shout out
Yeah,
to him.
so you got nice representation out here.
Oh, I don't know about that. I didn't do too hot for you, buddy.
Poor Clay.
Is it that much steeper to come down straight
Been
where
on
you
a
did?
podium almost every race this year.
Is it
I
that,
should be very more humble about it.
is it that much steeper to come straight where you just did?
I don't think it's as fast. I think
Okay.
I would rather go out
and swing around. 1:08.770 for Mr. Josh Krapinski.
I feel like when you go wider right there, it's more of a better,
Yeah.
You got a better angle to come into the
yes,
finish
ma'am.
line.
I feel like that's just better. And I was wherever the razor went. That's where
you were
we
going.
Listen, you're just lucky you got to the bottom on all four.
I was so scared. Oh my gosh! I almost stopped.
It's a good thing you had Cody down here
I
telling
didn't
you
even
where
see
to
him.
go.
I didn't even see him.
He
All I
was-
know is there's a little
he was
bitty. I just seen a little tree. And
Yeah.
I was like, if we can get to that and we can stop, we're good.
Nathan King out on the course now.
Came out here and is killing it.
Jack said, "Are we all going live for the awards?" I don't know.
Yes, that's a question for Taylor. We've had a couple people
Yeah.
ask, or Clyde.
No, we're not. Okay. Are we going live for the awards? Okay.
All right.
No, we're not.
We will not be live for the awards. That is a special
Yes.
banquet that you have to be here in person to
Yeah,
enjoy.
tell him, Bree. But Nathan's out here. He is killing it.
I'll set an iPhone up in the back.
Would people at home make fun of me if I just like closed my eyes and went to sleep?
Nope.
Because I
Put
could.
Well,
put your
here's the trick.
sunglasses
You
on.
put your sunglasses on first because Matt knows all about that.
Has he been asleep up here before?
No, but I have closed my eyes before. Lean back while we're on like a commercial break, and Bree will nudge me like right as we're
I'll
coming
look
back.
over because I can see behind his glasses from the side. He's
I
got
can
his
fall
eyes
asleep.
closed.
There's Nathan.
I might have to get off here from bouncers before I do fall asleep.
No.
He has slayed up,
He
killed
is.
everything this weekend.
He has.
Just killed it all.
And he's a very, very fierce racer. Just had some issues, some weird mechanical issues
Oh,
this season.
That was an awkward route into that crater.
Oh! Oh.
Hey, you know what? He's got brakes. This time.
Oh, it died.
On the worst place possible.
Oh God! Don't monster truck the tree. Back up.
There it
There
goes.
it goes.
You can always tell when they go from uphill to downhill because it's like wah 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 wah, and then it gets real quiet, and then wah 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 wah, and then as they get real quiet as they come back down.
Yeah. Man, he'd been killing it.
118.420 for Nathan King.
Really good time.
Our fastest time right now on course 4 for the UTV Bounty class is DC Thompson with a 91.
Heck yeah.
Then Cooper Bentley with a 96. Josh Krapinski with a 108. Casey Howell with a 114. And Nathan King with a 118. Alston Tidwell on the line now.
It's another Danos buggy for y'all that don't know. He's got a bunch of those out here.
Sure does. Jack Porter said this will be his first banquet he's missed in 11 years.
Wow.
Wow.
Slacker. His replacement's here, though.
You did do a good job picking
and
out
his
your
replacement has been killing
stand-in,
it.
though.
Can his replacement attend?
Of course.
Yeah, his replacement get trophy, get the big check, do it all.
Jack, do you get
Broke.
to keep the trophy?
Poor guy. It's broke. Hold on. It's broke.
Is the front right?
I think the whole front end's broke.
His front right wasn't pulling earlier.
That was front left wasn't pulling, so
He might be
Bill just told us.
Bill's
Hey, I think he broke something up front.
Yeah.
It is confirmed. Alston is broken
And
in the front end.
usually Bill will be on the hill, so as they drive by, he'll be like, all right, right front, broken axle. He'll like tell us what the right front, yeah. Right front. He broke a trailing arm going up the hill.
Oh my God! Like destroyed, shot, gone.
Broke a
He'll be
trailer.
like, He has no steering. He says he likes cheeseburgers. He was coming to you.
That was me. But I don't like cheeseburgers.
Yeah.
I don't like no cheese.
Oh, Austin just ran over a
like bulldoze that rock. Like,
no.
That creek is deep. Oh my
Austin,
God.
Somebody go out there and direct him.
Oh
He's
my
like,
God.
I'm
Mud
here.
bog. Mud bog.
He said, I am here to party.
Mud bog.
He's like, oh crap.
Look at that
Get
rig.
me out of here.
He's like, I'm done. He's like,
quit.
What?
I'm done.
So most of the creek is like a couple inches deep, if that.
It's like a
except for that
ravine.
spot where Austin just went. It's
Oh my
like
God.
a foot or more.
Oh my God.
Man, good try, Austin.
No doubt.
Right there with you, Taylor.
I keep on I'm trying to set where I don't get people wet, and it's kind of uncomfortable.
amen, Taylor. Amen.
Hey, we got Madison out here, and
And
she
she
killed
has-
it all week.
She has. She's been doing well.
Killing it. And coming off that jump, that first one, oh my gosh. I don't think I can have my shock stiff enough without that mug just bottoming out. So I don't know how these people are full sending off of it.
You got to be tough.
I'm not tough enough, I don't guess. I guess I'm a sissy.
No, you're not
Speaking
a sissy.
of tough, though, Madison King, man, she had a second place time on course 3.
Oh, she's killing
Third
it.
place time on course 2 yesterday.
Killing it. Killing it. Killing it.
And she came into the weekend 4th in points overall for the Bounty class.
Oh, she has showed up and showed out.
Girl power.
Oh, hush, Bree.
Hey, we got to support our lady drivers.
Oh, yeah, I'm just messing.
There's precious few of them these days.
I'm teasing. I'm teasing.
Not in the youth
Yeah,
class.
Oh, them girls come
show
up. They get in a
in
UTV like
full
what
force.
I got. Them girls are going to be hard to handle.
They sure are.
Oh, my
Can
God.
you imagine, like, Blake Heckley?
Oh,
in a
my God.
full-size UTV?
The thing is, she would get in your head more than she would anything.
She would. Give her, like, 8 years. and
She's a sassy girl.
Oh, gosh.
Come on,
That's so
Madison.
scary.
Again, that last axle kicking over each time is always like a little like, oh.
I guarantee if you went up there and pushed on the tire with your pinky, your mug would be rolling. No doubt.
Yeah.
I guarantee that tire weighs an ounce when it's like that.
Yeah.
Hey, it was all downhill from there, though.
It was.
Have you used that any this weekend? I don't
Yeah,
think so.
I sure have.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about.
112.175 for Madison King. Let's throw up a quick leaderboard for our UTV Bounty class that does wrap up the season for those guys and gal. DC Thompson smoked this course with a 91, and then we had Cooper Bentley with a 96, Josh Krapinski 108, Madison King 112, Casey Howell 114, Nathan King 118, and Clint Strain with that unfortunate rollover at the bottom of the hill.
And Bree did call him out. Only one to flip.
We will be right back with our Branding Motorsports Bouncer Class final course right after this.
The Mickey Thompson Premium Mud Terrain is on the road and full of undisputed attitude. The Baja Boss MT. No compromises, ever. We are purpose-built tires for truck and Jeep enthusiasts everywhere. All mud tires are not created equal, and here's the proof. Powerfly XD construction, asymmetrical tread design, extreme side biters, and more. Find your tire size today at MickeyThompsonTires.com.
All right, we are back. We're going to run through our leaderboard real quick. Okay, leaderboard is done. Sorry, I was talking to Clyde. All right, we're going to do a prayer real quick for Mr. Tripp Pull. And Lord, thank you so much for all you do for us. We're so thankful to keep us safe all weekend. Let's have a wonderful time. Be with Mr. Tripp Pull and his family this weekend, and just keep your hand upon them and be with them and know that you are God and we love you. And you're going to pray. Amen.
Amen.
And we have
Thank you, Matt.
Mr. Jay Storts sitting on the line. This is our last bouncer race of the season. Oh, man, he is taking out there full tilt. He's like bouncing off the rev limiter.
Rev limiter.
Just monster trucking that thing right now.
Hey, this is it for the season.
It is.
This is your time to just let it all hang out.
Yes.
Leave it all
Oh,
on the
wow.
course.
Just launching off there.
You can go to the chiropractor tomorrow.
All right. Bees are getting
There
caught.
are a lot of bees out here.
Just because he's so sweet.
I had one crawl out of my drink can.
That's right.
After I went to take a drink and I felt the bee touch me.
Here we go. Jay taking that big hill. Let's see what the bouncers are going to do. Looks like he's straddling more of the hill. Again, I still think they're going to take that right line at the top. Again, trying to avoid those big ledges.
It's pretty well paved in there now
Yes.
from our UTV classes. Clay got your seat a little swampy there. We got Madison King joining us up in the booth. Wow, what a ride there on the drone. Let's watch Jay finish his run, and then Madison, we would love to hear about your weekend.
It's been eventful, that's for sure.
It has been. Woo!
Jumping through that finish line.
Oh, yeah, we've seen a couple guys. 119.754 from Mr. Jay Stortz.
And we have our other Ford representative out here this weekend, Fordzilla, with Nick Reich in the driver's seat on the starting line. Madison, how does it feel to have your whole season wrapped up now?
Well, I'm kind of sad because I love to race, and now it's over.
Now it is over.
You get like a 68-day break, I think, you know?
You got any plans, big plans for the off season?
I don't know. We're not for sure yet. It'll just be a surprise if it happens.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Yeah, but I'm hoping, but you never know. I mean, I love my buggy right now. I'm so comfortable in it.
You clearly are very comfortable in it. All weekend you've been running that thing ragged.
Jack Porter said, good job. He wasn't here to fist bump
I know,
you, but
I
you
was
still
so
did great.
upset. He sent me a fist bump through Facebook.
Oh, well,
so.
there you go. There you go. All right, Nick Reich has had an awesome weekend so far. He had a second place time yesterday on course 2.
Wow.
He's moving.
Look at that.
Yeah,
He
that
is slinging around that corner.
I think he had a second place time on course 3 as well.
Woo!
He's
coming in
Jake
hot.
piking it out here.
I like that we can turn around and see
Yeah.
that we're right by the
And then when they get to where you can't see them, then you just turn around and look at the screen.
Yeah, and the clouds, kind of cover up the sun right now, so
Yeah.
it's not too hot. Perfect temperature. Got a great view.
Yesterday morning it was rough going off the starting line because the sun was right in our eyes.
Yeah. And you can always tell when they go from going uphill to downhill because you hear like rumor, like the motor's super loud, and then you turn around and come right back down.
Yeah.
What is it, a raccoon in the trailer? She's like, Rawr! Look at that, using that rear steer. Oh,
Absolutely booking it. Right
yeah. Again,
See what he's got.
that buggy is super light. He said he's also upgrading motors, so he's going to have quite a bit more horsepower next year, as well as the motor's going to be 400 horsepower more, as well as be a few hundred pounds lighter.
Now coming down that's not something to play around with.
It is not. Again, you can see the guys that have rear steer. Definitely going to be a big advantage.
Camera doesn't do it justice.
No,
That's all I gotta say.
Thank you. We try to tell people that all the time.
Yeah. No, you have to, you want to go fast, you're racing, but you can't. If you go too fast, you miss that next hump. And you can make a mistake real fast.
And you have, a right and a left turn. You have to be darting right and left, as well as you're dropping down.
That was a 102.337, a blistering time from Nick Reich. He may not be in the points for the season, but definitely
Yes.
for the weekend.
Oh, he is
has
definitely
had,
up there.
He has had a heck of a weekend of racing out here. I see Colby Wright coming up to the starting line now.
That beautiful 8-up buggy right there.
Very clean. Definitely doing a lot of work in it this weekend. All right. Clock is hot.
Yeah, I was talking to him earlier this week, and he was like, well, I don't even care how I do as long as I finish the hills, because I haven't been finishing it. It was so funny.
Well, he's finished the last 2 hills, and I have full faith that he will finish this one.
Oh, yeah. Every time he finishes, I'm like, well, you completed it. And he's like, yeah, I did. He's
Get
funny.
it, Colby.
And this is a really hard place to finish hills at, too.
Yeah.
Man, that motor is singing.
Ooh.
Little bounce up
Come
right
on,
there.
Colby, hang in there.
Those ledges have gone so dug out from yesterday, or
Yeah.
whenever we were hitting them the first. Oh, it was the first day. Yeah, they've gotten taller.
Getting Brandon Davis over here, pulling to the line.
There he is. It's cool how we can see the short course race while we're racing.
Yeah.
I was coming over this hump and I see them coming down. I'm like, hey, we're both racing.
There's a lot going on at MidAmerica this weekend.
Yeah.
I'll say the crowd on this side of the hill is getting like double action. Like, it's kind of cool. Oh, yeah.
Come on, Colby.
Definitely
using that rear steer
Definitely
right
using
there.
that. That's what I was just saying.
Yeah.
Definitely using that rear steer to his advantage.
Like a champ.
Again, you can see him very carefully going through those big caverns.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no!
Colby!
Oh!
Oh, no!
No!
Oh,
Here we go!
No, it has
Dang
to be right
it.
when I said something, too.
No!
That's not what you want right there.
Man.
How many people have flipped right before the finish line?
We've had several right there just today.
Uh-huh. I know that's got to
Man.
suck.
Dang it.
You
He
hate
was
this.
getting excited, too.
He was, and he was like, literally, you're done. All you do, you're
Yeah.
50 feet of flat ground to the finish line.
He was trying to save it, too. He was trying to
He
turn
was.
it back over.
Oh, man. Wow, we hate that for him. But he did get oh, we got a replay right here. He did get 2 solid runs in this weekend.
Had that rear steer turned down the other one, too.
And you can see he tried to save a little bit before he
was trying to Bobby Tanner it.
Still going.
Man, that stinks.
You know he's soaking wet now.
Oh, yeah. You can see the tires splashing as they're
I don't really
rolling
think
over.
he cares.
No.
I think he's so mad right now.
You know he is.
Oh, yeah.
Look at him running to the finish line.
Go, Colby!
I love it. Oh, he throws his helmet.
Get
yes.
it
Yes.
See?
Colby just ran over to the finish line and threw his helmet across. I love it. Look at him.
Yeah.
He's still happy. That's good.
Oh, man. Channeling his inner weight good over there.
Now he's like, dang, I got to walk back up the hill and get my helmet.
Yeah. Man.
Throwing it now.
There's often been something being thrown
just-
through the finish line when
Justin
we're here
Wills
at
threw his
Oh.
steering wheel went over his
Yeah,
messed up too.
You know he was so mad.
Oh, yeah.
I said,
There's
I
no
asked him
doubt.
what it were on. He said it's the motor. He said,
Oh, no.
he said you can turn it over and it just spins over. So he either broke a cam, timing chain. But he's rode that motor hard, very hard for like 5 years. So it does not.
5 years.
It does not owe him nothing.
It couldn't have held together just a little bit
I know.
longer.
Literally, he only goes like 20 more
He
feet.
was right about where Colby
Yeah.
was. Oh, man. What a day. What a day. Well, Madison, are you excited for our awards banquet tonight?
I am. Well, it's kind of a surprise. Usually we have somebody writing down the times and they like tell me, hey, this is how you did. But I don't know. I mean, I know I did good the first 2 days. I don't know how the points and everything's going to turn out. So.
Well, you know what? I have the times right in front of me, but I'm just going to let it be a surprise for you.
I mean,
that's more fun.
Yeah.
Well, you had a heck of a season. Are you planning on being back in both the Cup class and Bounty class next season?
That's a great question. No, I'll probably run both. Like, I would have run both this week, but I'm usually not racing in points, right? So, but then I've held a good amount of bounty points this whole season, so I was like,
oh, you were
Dad,
fourth coming into the weekend.
Yeah, because Dad always said, hey, we're not racing for points. We're going to just go out and have fun. And then I was like, hey, it'd be awesome if I could get a trophy for the season. So, yeah, I told him that I was not going to race because I messed up on Cup 1 like the first day, and I was like, there's no point in me even trying. I'm not in Cup points. It would just be for fun of the racing. So,
yeah.
Just saving the buggy.
And no point in trashing the buggy to hopefully make it to the Bounty Series and do well.
Yeah, but next year we're not racing for points. We're just going out having fun, racing weekend by weekend, hoping for the best.
And you guys usually do very well.
Yeah.
Very well. Just racing. Let me be clear. Yeah.
We'll hope for it.
The Kings are usually winning something, whether it be a trophy or
skinny pedal. Yeah, that's what they said when I flipped through the finish line at Dyersburg. They were like, what were you thinking? I said, one skinny pedal award was just not enough for me.
I need a collection.
Yeah.
I need 2 of those big old trophies with me.
Well, that's good. They got 8 up, back on all 4, pulling off the track now.
It's crab walking through there.
Madison, awesome job this season. Thanks for coming up here to hang out with us. You're welcome to stay up here and watch. Or,
well,
head on out and go relax now that your day of racing is done.
Yeah, it's been a hard day, I mean, racing is just hard on the body.
Such hard work.
Jay Storch just brought us some burritos.
You know what? And this is why we love our race family.
Yes.
Jay Storch just walked over with a crock pot full of
nice, warm,
burritos.
tasty burritos. I said, give me 1 minute. I said, I got to race. And then after that, I don't want to puke on my helmet.
What a winner. Well, I'm not racing, Matt. You can hand me one.
Okay. Hey, hand me one for Bree.
Taylor's not racing.
Taylor, you want one? Careful, they're really hot.
Thank you, Jay.
Yes. Taylor said thank you. Taylor. You can grab it whenever you... Yeah, that's for Taylor.
All right.
In a minute. Okay.
Brandon Davis on the course.
Dude, they're hot.
Brandon Davis, our reigning champ in the Brannick Motorsports Bouncer class for 2023. The time to beat on this hill right now is a 1:02 from Nick Reich.
And why we got Brandon out there on the run, we got Jay Storch hopping up in the booth with us. Mr. Ford Play himself.
Yeah.
Tell us about this Vervine right here.
The V-notch doesn't usually bother me. It's the top that I was worried about, the showstopper. It's got a lot of body roll. The suspension, I don't have it dialed in. I don't put enough time in it, and the thing has a ton of body roll. I got the guys always working on the other buggies. We really don't have time to. This is a backup buggy.
Yeah.
For now, for this year it was, and we're hoping not to use it, but we did. So
I said Brandon's IFS buggy hugs it pretty well.
Oh gosh, yes.
Stays super low to the ground.
Yep.
Again, I know that he's downhill sections. He's wanting to stay planted. Definitely finish all the course, get points.
Yes.
I asked him. I said, so how well do you need to do this weekend? 97.700 for Mr. Brandon Davis. He said he goes, I have to attempt one course today, and then after that I'm done. I said, okay.
Well, he just put down our current fastest time.
Wow.
So Brandon with a 97, Nick Reich with a 102, and Jay Storts with a 119.
Hey, I'll take its finish. My goal coming in was to finish all 4 hills. This is my 4th year racing, and I always say at finals, everything changes.
It does.
So this is the 3 out of 4 years that I finished all 4 hills.
Heck yeah!
Nice.
In finals. So, and I finished all 4 hills in the stock class too. Racing.
There you go.
So,
So you had a good weekend then.
I did have a good weekend. I didn't end up where I wanted to end up in the stock class overall for the year, but
Yeah.
it is what it is.
But again, we were kind of talking to Daniel, and he came in that same situation, ended up having a hurt motor. You want to find out before you show up.
Absolutely.
Speaking of Daniel, there he is. I think he just broke the beam.
Yeah, he was just breaking the beam. He didn't want to hurt the buggy. He couldn't gain nothing or lose
Okay,
anything.
okay. Yep.
So,
That's smart. Again,
Yeah.
saving the buggy. No sense in going out there and possibly rolling over
Yeah.
and ripping some shocks off.
right, yeah, it's Matt's buggy. He didn't want
Yeah.
to have, so he didn't want to pay for anything, fix it,
Yeah.
whatever, of course.
Yeah.
I mean, he would have took care of it, but,
Yeah.
Matt don't care. He wanted to go
No,
run it.
no,
so.
yeah. I could see Matt saying that too.
Yeah.
Matt Schuessler, he runs Bad Attitude currently. Or Bad Influence
yeah.
currently, and there's a reason he runs Bad Influence, because he would love to see some guys go out and absolutely send it.
Yep.
Speaking of sending it, Jay, what do you think about Clayton Smith?
Clayton is going to be a force to be reckoned with next year. He gets a little seat time in that buggy. He's not scared to hit any of these hills.
He is already channeling his inner Wade dude.
Yep.
What about that run he had at Bikini Bottoms on Hill
Absolutely
2?
amazing. So that's what I was supposed to do, was jump all the way clear that thing. But
he's airing it out right now.
But I told him to stay
no!
calm. Oh, no.
Easy does it, Clayton. Oh.
Can he? Oh, he
Nice
got
save!
Wow.
He saved it.
Wow. I told him to stay calm and just finish the 4 hills.
Yeah.
Oh, he's broke. I think he's
Oh,
broke.
no.
Nope, something's broke. Darn it.
Dang it.
Yep, you give him and Dan a little seat time in the
I
buggies,
think
they'll
so.
figure it out.
Yeah.
So,
Again, 2 very capable buggies, two very.
Oh,
wow.
Yep. Darn.
We
Yeah,
need
you
a
can
closer shot.
See the drive shaft, kind of.
Yeah. Wow.
Is that the? Wow, yeah.
Oh, no.
The whole pinion and everything.
Excuse me.
All
yeah,
right.
man, this has been a great year. I've had a lot of ups and downs, but started off the season good.
Yeah. We got Cooper Bentley coming up the line there.
Well, Cooper's had a heck of a year, too, even
He
with
has.
a few problems
He
he's had.
has.
He's really turned it around. And
Kind of bobbled
he's a
at the
driver.
start of the weekend, but now him and Wade and Justin Wills were all battling. They all were like 60 points apart from each other coming into the weekend.
Yeah.
So they were all trying to make a statement,
Yeah, and I wanted to come in and finish all 4 hills. Justin and I had a little side bet going on like Daniel and Brandon, but not to that extent of money.
Yeah.
So,
Did yours involve gummy worms too?
What's that? No.
Again, it's neat to see the youth class getting in on some of that friendly wagers we see. And our adults like gummy worms too.
Yeah, Cooper, he's a driver. He comes out and
Definitely.
races 3 classes as well. It's cool that he runs the bounty. He gets a little feel for the hill for bouncer as well, so that helps a lot.
I think that is a huge thing, especially here because we're going up and down so much.
Yes.
He gets to hop in the side-by-side, go out, and really get a good feeling for it
Correct.
coming in. Again, that top section, you can see a lot of the side-by-sides hooked over. The bouncers are hanging over just as much, but they're having a little more trouble swinging that rear end over.
You got to have momentum. You got to have
went
momentum.
a little too far right, but he might be able to walk it over.
I don't.
There you go.
It's
Come on.
go. Yep. There you go,
That's a big ledge.
It is. I didn't want to stop on. I'm like, I'm just holding it.
Yep.
Just hold momentum, carry the front end, and go.
That's I think the best thing you can do is just carry
and
that.
I just kind of went across it.
Yep.
Started at the right, went across.
Almost everybody's had that same kind of skate. You had a pretty good bobble in that rear end too. I was like, oh boy.
So, but we finished, so it was a plus.
Using that rear steer. Looks like he had a left flat rear tire.
Good job, Cooper.
Wow.
All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here.
Hey, thanks for the
Appreciate
burritos.
it. Hey, no problem.
Yeah.
No problem. We'll see you guys in a couple hours.
Yeah, at a
All
party.
right. Yep, take care.
See you, Jay.
Again, that was Jay Storts hopping in the booth with us. That was Cooper Bentley just crossing the finish line.
That was a 1:16.859 for Cooper Bentley. That's a third place time currently. This is course 4, the final round for the 2023 season in our Brannick Motorsports Bouncer class. We've got Colby Reich joining us up here right now.
Oh,
hey,
yeah.
I was going nuts when I saw you running.
I was
like, yeah, buddy, you can do it.
Well, you know, nothing went the way I wanted it to, and I was just getting flashbacks of Ricky Bobby running across the finish line. And I was trying to do Bobby Tanner down there, just a little muddy.
Hey, we were cheering you on. We were hoping.
Hey, my mind was saying shut it off. My foot was saying no. I almost had it. It was coming up.
I was like,
I
man,
kept hitting
come
that
on.
creek and mud, and it was taking my traction.
I think if you'd had some good solid dirt, I think it could have hooked. Timmy Cameron taking off the line. Clyde said he had some Jack Porter, sorry.
I've seen them all over there clustered around it working on something.
They were working on something. I'm not 100% sure what it
It
was.
was blowing black smoke like it wasn't firing on everything. He had a miss or something. He was getting overloaded with fuel. I'm not sure what he had going on.
I said maybe it's definitely sounds like a very strong buggy. He said it's very similar drivetrain to what's in Tyrant, which if anybody's seen that ruggy run, it
definitely
runs.
What's 2 DNS? A belt and a flip.
Yeah, but it was 2 finishes.
Yes,
Also.
yes.
Glass half full, Colby.
Just like a normal
Glass half
weekend.
full. Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Just 2 practice runs.
Oh,
Exactly.
yeah. It's all good. Hey, but you beginning of the season, you said, hey, I took off time.
Yeah.
I committed to the full season.
Made every race.
You ended up on the podium a couple times. I mean, it was great. You ended up winning one. You know, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, they still do skinny pedals at finals.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, this hill here is very.
It is.
It's tricky. It don't look nothing like you see it in video or watching it.
We try and describe to people the giant craters that are up
It's
there, and you're
10-foot
just kind of
holes,
pinballing
about 4
down
of them.
there.
It really is. And that rear steer definitely plays a big difference.
Yes.
And Timmy launching through that finish line.
Ah, good for him.
Wow.
Another Timmy.
92.219. I believe that is our new fastest leader.
Yep,
That is 5 seconds ahead of Brandon Davis. I think Brandon got the closest out of anybody with that second place time.
Yeah.
On our 4 courses for this weekend.
How about Timmy finishing on his first course, finishing 16 seconds faster than second place? And Brandon goes, yeah, that was me.
That's fast.
That's absolutely just
I don't know how you lay it down like that and have control.
I mean, imagine your time you got,
minus a minute.
Yeah. I mean, imagine going 16 seconds faster in a minute-long course. I mean, you're pushing so hard. Dan Bowman taking off the line.
Just no room for error.
There really isn't. Zero. Again, Dan Bowman absolutely having a good time this weekend. Coming out.
Timmy Cameron.
Johnny Smith, we look forward to seeing more of you next season as well. Hanging out with that Reclaimed Racing crew and his son Clayton.
All right, guys. Well, appreciate you.
All right. Thank you coming up. We appreciate it.
Colby.
Getting Colby Heckler Racer again. Hopped out, ran to the finish line like a NASCAR racer who crashed at the finish line, hopped out and ran across to get that finish. Got Dan Bowman out there. Their ruts must be getting pretty big up there because we've seen the last few drivers slow down and just have to bump it pretty hard.
Well, no pressure either to follow Tim Cameron in a Tim Cameron buggy.
It's true. They followed Tim Cameron in a Tim Cameron buggy.
Yeah. So far, so good for Dan.
Making good time. Nice smooth run going. Again, launching that front end and the rear end bounce over. Again, once you get the front end over, I think the rest will carry. Oh. .357 for Mr. Dan Bowman.
I think that's a 4th place time currently.
Which is impressive, being that he, that's
Very
like this
impressive.
is like his second or third race in that buggy.
Dallas says we need to see Bree race with the NRA sometime next season.
I agree.
Me and the Avenger are semi-retired.
Although
Neither of us are as young as we used to be.
Although last weekend she came out and made a statement.
I did beat down on it last weekend at AOP. We'll see what happens next year.
All right, I gotta get ready.
All right, Matt. I expect you to send it. Yeah, I'm talking to you. Chris Grigg sending it right now out on the course. Chris Grigg has completed 2 of our courses this weekend so far. Hopefully he gets himself a 3rd right now. He got to test out his fire suppression system yesterday, and boy, did it work great.
Wow.
I think he's going to get that 3rd finish in the books. You know what, Vince? Sometimes you just got to do what you got to do. Mismatched tires and all. You know when you got to leave the house in a hurry and you just throw on some shoes and sometimes they don't match? There it is for Chris Grigg. Launching through the finish line. 114.724. I think that's a new 4th place time right now. He just edged out Dan Bowman into 5th place. So right now, top 5 is Tim Cameron with a 92, Brandon Davis with a 97, Nick Reich with a 102, Chris Grigg with a 114, and Dan Bowman with a 116.3. Now we've got Richard Hodges out on the course. And then we just have Matt Holt, and our 2023 season will be over. That doesn't sound like it did earlier. Old wild card has had a great weekend. Finished all 3 courses so far. Handles this key notch and especially the ledge at the top. Like a champ. I've got an update for you guys on another driver right after we watch Richard finish his run here. .117.193 for Richard Hodges. And unfortunately, I did just hear that Dan Bowman came down the wrong hill, so that will be a DNF for him for course 4. Can we put a leaderboard up, Taylor? Tim Cameron, of course, running for Jack Porter's points this weekend with that 92. Then we had Brandon Davis not too far behind him with a 97. Nick Reich with a 102. Chris Grigg with a 114. Dan Bowman, unfortunately, with a DNF. He did come down the wrong hill. Cooper Bentley, 116. Richard Hodges, 117. And Jay Stewart's 119. And then we had a couple DNFs, Daniel Heckley and Colby Reich. And, guys, that does wrap up our Brannick Motorsports Bouncer class. Although I do believe, I think that Matt was going over to get into his buggy. Do we know his plan? Oh, I see him in there. All right, Matt Holt is going to officially wrap things up for us out here today at MidAmerica. Clock is hot. Hit it, Matt. Where'd he go? There he is. Come on, Matt. We want to see you hit this hill. All right, down that long straightaway. Megan Richard did do an awesome job, especially to complete all 4 hills out here this weekend. Come on, Matt. Get up that hill, Matt. Where'd he go? Oh, man, we lost our drone. He is up the top. Come on, Matt Holt. You better get around this course. Uh-oh, I'm hearing that he might have gone the wrong way. Is he on the right hill or not? We don't know. Is he going to hit the V-notch? I don't know. He's going for it. Y'all better get loud for Matt Holt right now. Stay in it, buddy. Don't stop. Do not stop. Come on, Matt. Don't you lift. Come on. Don't you lift. Come on, Matt. Heck yeah. Woo. I'm telling y'all, get loud for Matt Holt right now. And where did he go again? He keeps disappearing. There he is. Come on, Matt. Come on, you got it, you got it. It's all downhill from here. That's all right, that's okay. Heck yeah, Matt Holt through the finish line on our final course here at MidAmerica Outdoors. You know he is pumped right now. The victory lap. Everybody out here is cheering for him. We are so excited for Matt Holt. See, we knew he could do it. This is why we egg him on so much. We know he could climb the hills if he puts his mind to it. We've been waiting for him to do that all weekend. Thank you guys so much for joining us here on Hillside Live this weekend. It has been a full, fun 3 days of racing, and we still have an awards banquet to do and lots of trophies and awards to hand out. So we will not be live for that. You got to be here in person to enjoy that. But thank you for joining us here on Hillside Live. I'm sure the off season is going to go by super quick. We'll see you guys next year. Thanks.